Hello, good evening, everyone. This is Twist Gaming, where you get to play board games with us. I did it for you. Today we're going to be playing my Clans of Caledonia. I've been butchering it all week, and I want to make sure I said that right. But who are we? I'm Matt. I'm Matt. I'm not Matt. I'm Josh. This has been a long day.
I'm Aaron.
I'm broken.
And we're joined here with Juma, the creator of Clans of Caledonia. Say hi, Juma.
Hi.
So today we're going to kind of go over the game a little bit, and we're going to do a playthrough of it. And we'll see who wins, me or Aaron, in this game. So Juma, can you give us a little bit about... Can you tell us a little bit about Clans of Caledonia?
All the English.
I can't English today. I'm completely broken. Tell us a little bit about the game, a little bit of how it's played, and everything like that.
Okay, well, I love economic games, and I've been working on it for a few years already, and yeah, I kind of, in the end, I found a way how to make it like really unique and interesting by having like a mix of engine building mechanics where you produce things and you refine basic goods into processed goods, and also have a market that is dynamic. So that's like the core of the game, I'd say. The game plays over 5 rounds, and the flow of the game is a bit similar like to Terra Mystica, because in each round you can make as many turns as you want, but you only do one action per turn. And once you run out of money or you have nothing good to do, you will pass and collect a passing bonus and exit the current round. And once everyone has passed, there is a production phase, so everything that you have deployed on the map produces. And after that, there's a scoring phase where you get points based on the scoring tally of the current round. And then there are a few scorings at the end of the game, and then the player who got most victory points wins.
All right. And this is based off Scottish, early, what is it, 1800s?
Early 19th century.
Early 19th century.
Yeah, I mean, Scotland was very poor and agricultural back then, but then started to industrialize and rely heavily on trade and export, and yeah, so it was really like an era of uncertainty and transition, and some witty entrepreneurs tried to seize opportunities.
All right. So, as Juma said before, Aaron and everyone, this is a victory point game. It's over 5 rounds. Each round has... What's up? Oh, it is upside down. I'm going to still just want to do this. So there's 5 rounds. And it's going to be turn phase. So we have 5 little... Oh, they're not going to see the board. Can you put the board up, Robo?
I most certainly can.
So I'm going to point to the board a bunch and they're not going to see anything. Oh, there we go. All right, so I'm going to move this here. We have 5 turn trackers here. And these also give out victory points at the end of each round, right? Juma?
Yes, pardon?
These...
I was reading the chat.
It's all right. The little shields, at the end of each round, they're going to give out victory points when that gets turned over, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So the first one, I believe, is for every 2 produced goods you have, you get 3 victory points? Or if you have...
Yes.
So, that right there. That's every 2 produced goods is a 3 victory points at the end of the round?
Yes.
Okay. And then this is, I don't remember what that icon is, the pencil?
This is upgrades. So you get 1 point for each upgrade.
Oh, upgrade. So your upgrade's down here, which we'll talk about in a second. This is 1 victory point for each normal good, and then this is 1 victory point for all goods?
It's actually for your production capacity.
Okay.
It's for everything you build on the map, and 2 points for each gray field, because they produce 2 green.
And then this is for your workers at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
So each round, you get this first round. We kind of skip that phase. Next up is we refresh this workboard, the contracts. So these are the contracts we could do.
Okay, so those will change each round then?
Yeah, those would change. They get replenished each round.
Okay.
Because we're going to be buying from them. If we have any workers from the market, we're going to take them out. This is the market here, this tile here. And then we get your actions. So there's 8 different actions you could do.
Okay.
First is up as you trade. So you can take, we're going to start with two merchants. And you can either purchase or sell stuff. You can take, for one action, you can put 2 people on cheese and buy 2 cheeses for 10. And it's also going to increase the price after you're done.
Okay. So if no one purchases, the price goes down?
If someone sells, the price goes down.
Okay.
So it's a buy-sell market. You can put as many as you want for one turn, but I could also just put 1 here for the turn and just buy 1, and then next turn I can go and buy something else.
Okay.
So with one action, you could send a bunch of people to buy the same thing, but you can only buy 1 per merchant.
Okay.
So that's how that works. And the same thing with the sell. You can only sell 1 per merchant. Next is you can obtain an export contract. So these are the export contracts. The price of these is dependent on the round. So the first round they're 5, the second round they're 0, then 5 again, then 10, then 15. So that's the cost of these. So how these work is, I will grab this one. So this one is, oh, that screen's really bad. You get 4 bread, and you're gonna get, I don't remember what all these are kind of. You're gonna get 5 gold, 5 money, and then you're gonna get sugarcane and no, that's sugarcane. There's the 3
Tobacco.
special resources: tobacco,
Cotton and sugar are the special
yeah.
resources.
So you're gonna get those special resources for completed it, and these are gonna be worth victory points at the end. Anytime you get tobacco, sugarcane, or cotton, these little markers are gonna go up on the board. If you manage to push it up into one of these 5 ones,
Okay.
you get a gold.
So what I'm doing with these is providing what's on the left to receive what's on the right. Is that what's going on? Okay.
Yes. So the left to the right. You have this little storage spot here. You can only have 1 contract at a time.
Okay. So I have to fulfill it.
You have to
before I
fill
can
your
buy
contract
another
before you can buy another one. You can expand, so that means you can put one of all these little guys here on the board. So you have these sheep, you have cows, you have cheese, dairy farm, bread for a bakery, wheat, and whiskey barrels, and you have workers. You have woodcutters and miners, and you put them on the board. The cost of them are on the top. So sheep is 8, cow is 9, cheese is 8, bread's 8, 18 for the grain, 10 for the whiskey, 6 for the woodworkers, 10 for the miner, plus the cost of the tile you're putting it on.
Okay. So if they have different costs, that must mean they do different things.
A little. It's kind of how the place is. So these normal blank plains, that's where you put everything besides workers. They only go on these grassy plains.
Okay.
The woodworkers have to go in a forest. So if you look at this tile here, this is a forest, a plain, and a mountain. So that's where miners go in the mountains. So you can put anything here.
So that's why it costs so much.
Why it costs so much.
Stuff.
But you can only put only one type of thing can stay in here. So once you put a worker in here that's mining, you can't put a farmer. You can't put anything else in this spot. Only
Juma,
one.
feel
Okay.
free to interrupt Josh if he says anything wrong
Yes.
or
Yell at me
funny.
if I'm doing anything
Yeah, I mean,
Mostly for the amusement of Josh getting yelled at. That's what we're really here for.
So there's that.
I'm German. I love to criticize.
And there's some other cool mechanics off that we'll just talk about in a bit. You can do a shipment upgrade. So basically, you have this little naval thing.
Looks like a steering wheel.
Yeah, it looks like a steering wheel.
Like on
Oh,
the
that's
old-fashioned ship.
And
That's
this green
awful.
screen's awful, so I'm not going to show this board off. A lot of green in this game. So there's this. It's 4 gold, and you get to upgrade this. Right now, when you build, you have to. So we're going to start the game with 2 workers wherever we want. So if I have a worker here, and I want to build, I have to build adjacent,
Okay.
and I can't go over water. Once I build up my navigation up once, that lets me go over
Why don't
rivers.
you lay them flat so that the board cam shows off the shape of
Yep.
the meeples?
That's fine. Once I go bring this up 1, I can go over rivers.
Okay.
Once this goes up 1 more, I can go over 1 water space of a lake.
Okay.
And then as you go further, you can go over 4 water spaces. So it's all navigation. We got that. We got tech upgrades, so you could pay 10 to upgrade either of your lumberjacks or your miners. You flip this tile over, and all it means is they
produce more. Is that
they
what it
produce
looks
more
like?
now. So instead of 4, they're going to produce 6, or instead of 6, they're going to produce 8. So the miners produce some more, and then you can hire a merchant. So you can buy. You have this stack of merchants here that you can buy. So you can get up to 7 merchants. You start with 2. They're 4 gold each, so that gives you more merchants to go later.
Is there any upkeep or anything like that?
No
for
upkeep,
them,
you
or
just have to
just
buy
a
them.
one-time expense?
One-time expense. You can finish your contract, and then you get your bonuses. Or if you have nothing you want to do, you pass. When you pass, we're going to kind of be moving back and forth between these 2 little things. So whoever passes here first gets 16. Whoever goes next is 13.
Okay.
And it just goes back and forth.
So we keep alternating as many of these actions as we want until we
Until
don't
we're
want to
set.
do anything.
We don't want to do anything else. That's it. I ran out of money. I can't afford anything. I ran out of pieces. It's just nothing for me to do.
Okay.
And it's 5 rounds. At the end of the round, we're going to produce. So all your workers are going to produce money, whatever workers you have. Then you're going to produce all your basic goods. And then you can produce your processed goods afterwards. So processed goods is... I need the book because I don't remember that exactly.
So, Juma, Josh mentions that it's a 5-round game. What is the play time for this game?
I mean, if people know the game, 30 minutes per player is very realistic.
Okay.
So with a 2-player game, you can play under 1 hour.
All right.
Yeah.
So all your bakeries can produce 1 bread, but at the cost of
But
1
not
grain.
for the first game when you're learning the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not realistic.
So each bakery can produce 1 bread at the cost of a grain. So you need to have a grain
Okay.
produced.
So you have to have a raw material to make
Yeah.
it.
Same with the whiskey. It costs 1 grain. And then each cheese dairy may produce 1 cheese, but at the cost of 1 milk.
Okay.
Mr. Buglia mentioned that he likes that the action
Where do I
phase
see
isn't
milk?
limited to a
I have
number.
cheese wheels.
That it's kind of limited into.
That's the
So if
dairy
I
part.
understand the rules
So
explanation
you get milk from
correctly,
your cows.
the action phase is
They need
kind of
cows
limited
out
until
to
you
make-
run
okay.
out of possibilities.
I was thinking they have a little stake.
You could pass earlier, but usually you want to use up all your money.
Okay. So what's
mean-
nice is it's not you can do 3 things. You're not limited that way. You're truly limited
No.
by your resources and what opportunities
Exactly.
you
I
have.
mean, if you have more resources, you usually will make more turns.
Very cool.
So you're going to get wool from your sheep. You
You're
get
gonna get what?
wool from your sheep.
Your English is
I don't-
not so great.
You get wheat from your farms and milk from your cows. That's your unprocessed stuff. Then your processed is your bread, your cheese, and your whiskey. There is a
What is
few.
important to note, though, Aaron, is that milk and grain are not, they do not appear or they're not required to fulfill export contracts. Grain and milk, because they are refined.
Okay.
Wool, cheese, whiskey, and bread are all needed to fulfill export contracts.
Yes.
Also meat, but I think you haven't explained meat
Yeah,
yet.
that was what I was just about to go to, Dreama. Thanks for bringing it up. So there's meat. So how you get meat is when you go to fill that contract, you take the animal off the board and you slaughter it.
Okay.
And then you have to. It goes back on your board and you have to redeploy it.
I
To
thought
make
chicken
milk, yeah.
nuggets just came from Tyson. They come from real chickens?
Yes.
This is awful.
But it's just an action to put it back. I mean, it's going to cost me gold or whatever.
It's going to
put
cost
it
you
back
whatever the
out.
gold it's going to be put back on, but that's how you get meat in the game.
Okay.
I think
This
that
also means that you lose on income. I mean, a dead cow doesn't produce any milk, and a dead sheep doesn't produce any wool.
yeah.
Right, because they go in order of. So I would take it off in the production phase, right? Is that
You'll
what?
take it off in your turn phase when you go
put
to
it
fulfill
in
an
your
export
player
contract.
board, so
Okay.
it covers
So it would come off
the
before.
income or the production item.
Okay. So we have everything. I think that's most of the rules. We have these ports where you can do trades, and you go to each port once. You're going to need navigation to get to any of them. Since we're playing a 2-player game, you see these shaded areas on the edges.
Okay.
Those are out of play.
Okay, so we're just gonna stick to the middle of the.
We're going to
okay.
stick to the middle of the board. We basically can't play on the outer edge. When you place a worker, when you expand into a territory adjacent to someone else's territory, have you seen this expand? It has a neighborhood bonus. So let's say I had a cow here, and you put a worker here. When you put a worker here, you have the option right away of going to the market, purchasing milk from me for -2 gold.
Okay.
So it would cost you 3, and you can send up to 4 merchants for it.
It costs
And
him
it's a
-2 gold, which means he gets the stuff and he gets the 2 gold. I like this.
No, he
But you
pays
said
2
it
gold
costs
less.
-2 gold. That means you get money.
Like cheaper.
2 gold less in
Oh,
price
Then the market value.
than the market value.
Josh,
Yeah.
I think it's handy if you lay down the pieces
Yeah,
so
I keep
people
forgetting
can
to do
actually recognize what you're laying down.
Thank you.
I like this. Jima's gonna get used to yelling at you.
Yep,
This is gonna
yep.
be a good stream.
So yeah, we'll lay those down. We start the game off.
High five, man.
We're gonna put down 2 workers each.
Okay.
So you can choose which workers you want to put down, and you're just gonna have to pay the cost like the normal. That's how the beginning starts. But we also get to choose our clan. So there's 3 clans you can choose from. So you have Clan Cunningham. See how this goes. Not too bad. For every milk, they can go to the market and sell for 8.
Regardless of whatever.
Regardless of what the price is. That they always sell for 8. They make butter out of their milk. That's what the book says.
And they don't need merchants.
Oh, they don't need merchants for that? They just straight up sell it
It's
for
not a
8.
market action. It's basically they're like, I don't know.
Oh, they just
Producing outfitted, just like they have a direct sales channel.
okay. So they just sell it for 8, and they're gonna start off with 1 milk.
Also, it doesn't matter if the milk was produced or bought. Any milk in their stock can be discarded for 8 cash in the production.
Oh.
So if the milk's cheap, you can buy it and then resell it.
And then
for-
immediately resell.
Yes.
Okay.
That's smart.
One thing I note is in the same round, you can't buy and sell the same product. There's no quick trades.
Okay.
So that
No
is
high-speed trading.
yeah, no high speed trading. So they're gonna start with a milk, a bread, and a wool, and this is all randomized. So I randomized, grabbed 3 things, and I also randomized 3 starting items.
Tokens for each one. Okay.
Yeah. So it gives you something different each time. Next up is the clan Mackenzie. And these guys they have a whiskey facility and they age their whiskey. So you come in and you put your whiskey on here, and then at the end of each round, your whiskey's going to move over and be worth
More gold. Okay.
more gold. And then if you let it grow another round, it'll be worth. So it's going to be worth an extra 7, and after that's an extra 15. Correct, Juma?
Yeah.
Okay. And they're going to start off with 1 whiskey and 2 milk. The last is Clan Stewart. This is probably the most complicated one out of the 3 of them. He's going to start with 3 extra merchants. He's going to have +1 to his naval, so he's already going to be able to cross over rivers. And whenever he sells, he gets an extra gold, and whenever he buys, it's for 1 gold less. So he gets pretty much an...
Yeah, you can also just take 1 gold each time he trades.
Okay. So he gets a bunch of gold, and he's going to start off with some... Oops. He starts off with some yarn. Not yarn. Wool, bread, and 5 gold.
So to make
5 extra gold.
Okay.
We all start with 55 gold. That's our starting gold. At the end of the game, a couple of things for points is whoever has the max contracts filled is going to get 8 points. And whoever has the most settlements, the biggest settlement,
Okay. Whoever's got the most tiles, whoever.
as long as you can connect them all. So you have 2 smaller ones, and they can't connect to each other, it doesn't count.
Okay.
Is going to get 12 points.
But that's complex. I doubt that this is so clear when we're rushing it, because if you have like 3 settlements or 3 units of yourself directly neighboring each other, it's only considered 1 settlement. So what you want is hop across water as much as possible.
Okay. All right. So you have to, okay. So it's a little bit more complicated than that.
We had a quick question in chat.
Yeah.
How many resources are there total basic versus the upgraded version of the game?
That's a Juma question.
I don't understand the question.
Was there just a total number of resources? Did the Kickstarter have any stretch goals such as resources?
Well,
I know you were mentioning one thing came
For
out.
this Kickstarter will add 12 extra good tokens based on stretch goals.
Okay.
But they're not different, I think is what the question was, right? Is that there's no different resources, there's some upgraded pieces for them.
There won't be like, these are not Kickstarter exclusive, so they will be added to every game.
Yeah.
Copy.
And guys, make sure that you're checking out the Kickstarter of Clans in Caledonia on Kickstarter now. You guys are doing really great with. I see your value in USD, but you're at 215 of your $31,000 goal with 3,300 backers. So this game is doing fabulously on Kickstarter. Congratulations for that, Juma.
Thank you.
All right. Any questions, Aaron? Are you ready to?
I'm sure I will once we go along.
Okay.
But I think I've got a grasp.
Who do you want to play as? I will give you first choice.
I'm going to be Clan Mackenzie.
I knew you were going to be Clan Mackenzie. So you're going to start off with 2 milk and a whiskey. And you can put that whiskey right into his...
Right into my
You
distillery.
can't.
You can't?
You can only produce whiskey
Oh, you
in
can
the
only
cellar.
produce whiskey.
Because the whiskey he's now getting is already bottled.
Okay. So you can't put that in there yet?
So I'm going to keep these somewhere else.
Yeah. And I'm going to take the milk lady, Clan Cunningham.
Josh the milkmaid, that sounds about right.
Yeah. There we go. I get a milk, a bread, and a wool.
Oh, the clarification to the question was how many more so what are the raw materials versus produced materials? So what do you have to do to make meat, or what ingredients you need to make bread, those kinds of questions.
Okay, now I get it. Well, I can just write it in the chat.
Sure.
All right.
Basic goods
So,
are
Aaron, you get to place your first worker.
and
these are all
milk.
workers, even though
Processed goods. Cheese, bread, and whiskey. And meat is basically produced by slaughtering animals, like cattle and sheep. You can't buy meat because, I mean, it's like 19th century, there was no refrigerator, so you have to slaughter fresh.
There was no butcher, no Tyson's, no quick heat, pre-cooked chicken. Sounds awful.
No microwaves.
No microwaves? Ah! Mr. Frightful says start off with 2 milk and 2 whiskey. It's the breakfast of champions right there.
So, Aaron, how this is going to work, you're going to put down one of your workers, and I'm going to put down both my workers, then you get to put down your last worker.
okay.
So that's how it's clockwise, and then you go reverse clockwise.
It's like fantasy football. It's a serpentine. I got you. Back to my previous question.
Yes.
Even though only 2 of these are meeples, they're all workers, right?
Your
Or
workers
these
are
are-
just these.
Okay, so I'm just putting.
Yeah, you're just putting down these miners or lumberjacks.
Okay. So
They do not have to be adjacent. You can put them in different locations.
okay. So then I am going to put down
I like watching people other than me have analysis.
a mountain
paralysis.
worker.
All right,
On
so
this
make
side.
sure you take them from
Oh,
the right pot, just in case you only have so many of each. So that's going to cost you 10 plus 6, so that's 16.
So then I've got to figure out.
Aaron, that's an expensive spot. You might want to go for a spot that is cheap.
So you can get one of these mountain ones over here if you wanted to. It's up to you.
Well, and that's I wasn't thinking about paying for it right off the bat when you said put out 2,
Yes.
which is part of why I went for an expensive one.
No, you have to pay for them. So you can switch your spot if you want.
They don't-
What's the advantage of starting the game on a cheaper spot versus starting the game on a more expensive spot, Jima?
I mean, you pay for the first workers already, so that's why you obviously don't want to spend more than necessary.
Makes sense.
So then there.
So in the beginning, there are still cheap spaces available, so why not use them?
sense?
So there seemed to be a benefit to having ones across, so having different settlements. So then, this is my mountain worker, so I will put him up here.
All right, so that's 11. I'm gonna buy a forest worker and put him in this
That
forest.
makes more sense.
Forest there. That's 7.
What are you doing, Dr. Mumbles?
I put an forest worker out. Lumberjack. I don't even know if that's his official name.
For 7, is that what
For
you said?
7, yes.
So I'll give you 3 back.
And then for my other one, I'm gonna put this guy in the mountains over here. Mine in that. So that's 11. And then
And then I get to place one more worker.
you get to place one more worker.
So I'm going to take this one. I will put him down over here. So that's 1 plus 6 is 7. So I'll put in
yes.
12 and take 5 back.
Okay.
And by the way, you could also place 2 miners or 2 lumberjacks. That's also possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured it was better to have a diversity of stuff. Or
Not really, because
they just generate
if you
gold.
specialize, you can upgrade them and get bigger or make them more efficient, kind of. Which is only worth it when you
So if you
deploy
upgrade
3 workers at one time at least. But it's fine.
He sounds like you, Joshua. Whenever we do something questionable, or something questionable happens, Joshua's answer to everything is, it's fine. It's fine. It'll be okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right. So Aaron, you get to go first. So you have to do.
Maybe I studied Josh
Yeah.
before
Maybe.
joining this.
Place 1 unit from your player board in an empty hex space. Pay for both the unit and the hex space. And the moment you expand to a neighboring, so that's only if I build one next to you.
Yes.
But now I have to build adjacent to myself.
Yes. Now you have to build adjacent to yourself.
Okay.
No, here you only
I
have,
have the 3
those 2 spaces before you have to cross over the water.
That's fine. So I would like to build a sheep.
You definitely want to focus on your clan ability, so you want to go full on whiskey production. Aaron.
Which means
So
I need to make
wheat.
grain.
Yeah, you need to make grain. So you
I will help Aaron a little bit in the beginning because he got a very, very short explanation of the rules, whereas Josh has read the rules 3 times.
That's how Juma. That's how it goes for every stream. Normally, Anne's playing with me, and then she's just like, "Tell me what to do." So I beat Josh and Matt, and that's how every game goes.
I win.
Okay.
How do you play this game? I win.
So instead, then I'm going to place 1 wheat, which is going to cost me 18 plus 1 is the hex tile on the board. So I'm put 20 in
that's it.
and take 1 back.
All right.
That's good. And Aaron,
Yes.
when you look on your player board, you'll see that the field produces 2 grain. It has 2 grain icons on your player board.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're gonna get.
That's why it's about twice as expensive as like a kettle.
Because everything else produces just 1 of whatever it produces.
Exactly. So this means now you could deploy 2 distilleries and they would be supplied by this field.
Oh, because it makes.
each distillery uses up 1 grain.
Okay. So I'm gonna put a cow here for 11. Oh, thank you. Aaron, it's your turn.
So now there doesn't seem to be any benefit to where I would place a distillery, right? In any particular type of tile.
It's your cheapest cost is 4 across the board, unless
Or
you.
1 unless I
you
wanted to
will
put it in
have
the mountains.
You will have to get some shipping anyway, earlier or later, and when you do it, you can expand a bit more cheaply because you can reach cheaper hexes.
Right. Once I can cross 1 ocean.
No, you just have to upgrade 1, so you can pay 4 now, and then next turn you can build here.
For instance.
Or that's an option.
Okay. That seems like it would be useful, so I'm going to move this over one
Yep.
and take one of my 5 back, right?
Yeah, and I'm going to do the same thing.
I'm gonna put up a contest
To see who's going to win?
in Twitch, yeah, to see who is going.
And that would make it
win.
my turn.
They're all going to vote on Aaron. We already know this. He's got developer help.
So these produce gold is what they do, right?
Yes.
My workers.
Yeah, so these produce 4 gold and these produce 6 gold. Once you upgrade them, they'll produce 6 and 8.
So that's my next cheapest tile that I'm adjacent to. And it's,
Yes.
and it seems like more gold would help me expand faster.
No, this is a
That's
field.
better, but you really want to focus on your clan ability. That's really because the thing is, your clan, you don't only have the cellar, but for each whiskey that you produce, you get 3 income additionally.
So you get 3 gold every time you produce a whiskey.
Okay.
I
So
forgot to
that
mention
means
that.
if you produce 4 whiskey, you basically get 12 income in addition. Plus, in the first round, you get victory points for each 2 refined processed goods in your stock. You see the scoring tab?
Yeah, here. So for every 2 processed goods you
So
have.
that's why I really recommend you to focus fully on whiskey right now, and when you have money left, you can see what else you can do, but whiskey is really your thing.
Okay, well, so then I couldn't build another wheat field, but I could build a distillery. But I won't have anything to put in the distillery yet. Or will
When you produce,
it'll
this will
produce first,
and then
it'll,
you do your processed. So,
so,
whatever
so
you
it
get
would,
there,
it would make sense for me to say somewhere like here,
you just did your upgrade and navigation, so you could put it right there.
and that would save me a couple
And
gold.
that'll save you 3 gold.
So then I would spend 11, and that would let me build the distillery there. I kind of
Yeah,
want to put
or
this
it's-
sideways, but I feel like it's going to roll away.
Well, let's see what happens. All right. So my turn. I'm gonna make another cow. All my cows are taking naps. Same as my workers.
All right.
Ooh,
So,
that's
so I
very
got
productive.
3
It's very
gold.
efficient farm you've got working there.
I cannot purchase anything because everything is more than 3 gold.
But you can sell your milk if you wanted to.
Are you broke, Aaron?
I have 3 gold left.
Well, then you want to sell something.
So then milk is at 5, right?
Yeah, milk's at 5. So you can take both for one action. Take both your workers and sell them both.
Because there's no reason, unless I'm going after a contract that needs cheese, there's no reason for me to have this. And if I'm
You
focusing
can
on...
also get a contract, Aaron, and get 5 cash for taking a contract, because the first round you are rewarded, but
Oh yeah, sorry. First round you get 5 gold for taking a contract.
Aha, oh, because it's in black and not in red. I see.
Yes.
So is there a contract that needs whiskey?
The top left one needs 4 whiskeys and
And
1 wool.
And it gives me 15 gold.
Yep.
So that seems
Yeah.
like, if I'm focusing on whiskey, that seems like it would be a beneficial contract for me to have.
that's true. So you get 5 cash now.
And you're no longer broke. Yay!
Exactly.
Does that get replenished immediately, or is it at the end of our turn?
The end.
Okay.
I need some more cows.
Because you're the milkmaid.
I am the milkmaid.
I feel like you really should have played this game wearing a blonde wig.
I wasn't expecting to play as the milkmaid.
No, I think it's appropriate. And I'm slightly disappointed that you're not rocking your kilt.
Because it doesn't fit anymore.
Oh.
So it's going to cost me 12 gold to make another cow there. That's all my money.
That's a lot of cow. Okay, so my contract doesn't need cheese, so there's no reason for me to make cheese. So I'm going to take both my cellars and I'm going to put them down here, right?
Yep.
In order to sell milk.
So you're going to sell your 2 milk
I'm gonna sell my 2
the
milk.
market for 10 gold. And this is going to go down by 1, correct, Juma?
No, 2.
Okay,
Two,
then
because
I
I
sold
sold
each
two.
one.
I
Okay.
mean, he sold 2 milk, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I wasn't sure if it was
For
each action
unit,
or.
You move it by 1 step.
Okay.
And I get this gold immediately?
Yes.
Okay.
So you have a bunch of money. So for every 2 processed, I'm not going to get anything processed.
Well, you have bread, so it would make sense for you to keep the bread at least, right?
I need for every 2. I get
Oh,
3
oh,
points. So I need a second processed good.
Gotcha.
Then nothing makes sense for me to do something processed. So I'm going to go sell.
Your soul? To the devil?
So I can sell my milk at any time for 8, right?
Not anytime in the production phase.
Oh, in the production phase. Okay, so later
You
on
discard it.
I can discard
Because
it.
you're producing butter out of it.
Okay. So I'm gonna sell my bread for 10.
Okay. Here's your 10 gold. That makes it my action. So
Yes.
my 1 granary can support 2 distilleries.
Yes.
So since now I'm adjacent to that one, for 12 gold, I can build another distillery.
Yep.
So I will do that. And then I will have another one here.
All right. And I am going to.
How much money do you have left, Aaron?
I have 6 gold at the moment.
Okay.
Should take a contract, but I don't. Any of them worth it? I'm not making any wool. They all have wool in it. First one's a wool, a bread which I just sold, and I sold that. So I get 5 gold for taking one. I'm just gonna sell my wheat. Not my wool for 4.
2, 3, 4. So now I can't buy another tile. I've used my merchants. Right, because nothing is that inexpensive now. Now, even a woodworker. I could upgrade my navigation again, or I could buy another merchant. Those look like the 2 actions that I have available. So
Right.
upgrade my shipping,
Yeah.
or to upgrade it, or to hire another merchant. So upgrading my shipping would let me go over one of these. So that would make something like this tile and this tile. Although I
Yes,
can't
but
go
you
over
can't go
there
over
because
there.
that's
Well, you can go from here to here. Or here to here. You can already get there. But yeah, you can get to here now. That's pretty much it. That's the only thing it opens up for you right now.
or buying another merchant would let me purchase or sell something. How much is it to buy? It's 4 gold to buy. So even if I spent that, then I couldn't immediately put it out because I wouldn't have enough to pay for it. Right? Because it would cost me 4, I'd be left with 2. It would cost me 4 to buy a wall, which is what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Aaron,
Yes.
you're planning to buy wool.
That was my thought because I need it for my contract.
The thing is, in this game, you have to think like an investor. It's an economic game. You're not going to fulfill your contract this round anyway because you need 4 whiskey for it. So if you now buy the wool and it's just sitting in your stock, it's not doing anything. It's like dead capital. It's not producing. It doesn't give you any return on investment.
Right. Okay.
In the meantime. So what you want is, the whiskey isn't doing anything at the moment either in your stock, and it doesn't even provide you any more points because you will produce 2 whiskey and a third one won't at any point. So what you might want is get a merchant, sell the whiskey, and with this extra money you can build one more miner. And this miner will produce some more money that you can use next round or the round after to buy the wool when you're actually fulfilling the contract.
Right, because I'm going to need 2 turns regardless to make 4 whiskey to do that. No, that makes sense.
So why buy the wool now? You want to buy it when you really need it and use the money for other investments before.
I'm gonna get slaughtered. That's what Jim is telling me.
I have to tell you, Josh, that your audience is relying on you not to. There's a 50-50 shot on who wins, but there are 300 points resting in your hands.
How many are on there?
40.
40? Oh, man. All right, so I spent 4 gold. I
Okay.
bought another merchant, and I'm
Okay.
going to sell.
Well, you do that next turn. So it's my turn again.
Oh,
You just bought the
sorry.
merchant.
So he's just chilling out over
Yeah,
there.
he's just chilling out over there.
Okay.
Then next turn you can do that. I have a bunch of money to
Yeah.
buy my last cow.
That's a lot of cows you got there, Josh.
All my cows are on the board.
All right. So now I can sell
Your whiskey.
whiskey for 11 gold.
Now they're worth 10.
Juma in chat, somebody had asked any representation of this game at Origins. Will you be at Origins? Will you be demoing the game here at Origins? Not
I
here?
don't plan to, but there is a copy in US. You're having it at the moment, so I could possibly give it to someone who's there and willing to demo it.
We happen to be going to Origins, if that's the intention. I'm just saying.
So I've
We
got
can talk about it.
13.
I think it's time for you to pass.
But I definitely won't follow because
Well, I was gonna put another miner.
Well,
You're just a little.
You went and you sold, so it's my turn.
So it's your turn. Oh, so
I have two gold left. The only thing I could do is take a contract to get 5 more, which gives me 7, which I can't do anything with.
well, you could purchase a merchant.
I could purchase a merchant, or I could upgrade my
Your
navigation, but I don't think any of that's worth it. I could purchase a merchant for 4. No, I can't do that. I only have 7. And I don't really care for any of those contracts. Do all the contracts get wiped out, or just get replenished? The missing ones.
No, only it only gets refilled.
Okay, only refilled. So I gotta stick with what we have here.
So you'll have one new option next round.
One new option next round. My best option is the 2 meat and the whiskey barrel, because I can just buy a whiskey barrel and just kill 2 cows. They're my money makers, but what's the little white hexagon?
Where do you mean?
And this one here.
Let's see.
The player board?
You see that? A little transparent.
This one, it means when you fulfill, you basically can do a trade, an expand action immediately, and do not pay for the terrain. The terrain is for free, but the building still needs to be paid.
Okay. All right. So
So
I
you
get
could
to.
build on an expensive hex with the cost of 6 and don't pay the 6 at all.
All right, that's cool. So I'm gonna take this one.
Okay, and that's gonna give you.
That's gonna give me
He's
5.
taking your whiskey contracts.
And now it's your turn. Now you can put
So
your
what was I
miner
gonna do?
out.
I was gonna put a miner out. Where was I gonna put a miner? I was gonna put a miner up there. So 11 gold. Because this tile only costs 1. So
All right, my turn.
Makes sense.
yes.
I have 7. I can't really do anything with it, so I'm gonna pass now because you're about to pass, and I get an extra 3 gold because I get 16 gold now.
Okay. And with my 2 gold, I don't see anything that I can do. So I shall also pass.
And you get 13 gold. And that's right away when you pass, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got money, and now we're gonna produce. So our workers produce. I produce 10 gold, and you produce 16.
So I should get
Gives you 2
12
lumbers.
plus 12, or is it, this goes up. So yeah, so 12
So you get
plus 4 is
12 plus
16.
4. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And then we're gonna produce our basics. So I'm gonna get 4 milk,
Which you'll discard immediately.
and I can discard the one I already have, right?
Also, yeah.
Yeah. So I have 5 milk. I'm discarding for 8 gold a pop.
So
So I
that's
get-
40 gold, right?
Yep. All the money. I have no resources.
And Josh produces 2 grain.
Aaron produces 2 grain.
Aaron, yeah.
You got your 2 grain. And then we're gonna go into the.
No, wait a second. I mean, now he's gonna process the 2 grain into 2 whiskey.
Yeah. So we go into the higher resources. So you turn the 2 grain into
Into 2 whiskey.
2 whiskey.
I can
But then he also gets 6 gold for that, right?
Yes. And one of the
I can put 1 in
whiskey
the cellar,
barrels
right?
is put into the cellar on the leftmost spot.
Okay. So you got that in there.
Okay,
That right there.
perfect. Yeah.
You see it on screen now. And that's the. Oh no, we get points for. So you're gonna get 3 points because you have 2 processed.
So I'm going to move my little guy over here
Yep.
because I have 2 whiskey barrels. Okay.
That's the end of the round, so this gets flipped. We get 2 new. That's what I needed. 2 steaks. I can't get rid of my contract. Does the meat matter what kind of animal on it?
Yes, it does. I mean, if you look onto your player board,
Yeah.
it depicts the meat icon. I mean, there is a icon for beef and an icon for sheep meat.
Lamb.
For
Alright.
mutton.
I'm
Right.
gonna need some lambs to fill this contract. I wasn't even paying attention to
Yeah.
the meat symbol. Alright. So I am first this round. Oh, we get all our
Get our workers back.
get
Or
our merchants back. And now it's our turn. I have a bunch of money. A bunch of cows that are gonna produce stuff. I'm gonna need some sheep.
So this round, you want to upgrade your shipping and get some merchants and possibly also upgrade your technology
Okay.
to get extra points in the scoring tile.
All right, because for each upgrade we get a victory point is what this tile is telling
Yeah.
us, right?
Yeah, we gotta upgrade for that. So
And upgrades are useful anyways, so
I'm gonna buy a sheep right now.
Where are you putting this sheep?
14, so I get 1 back. And the sheep's gonna go right here. Yeah, there. Lay that sheep down.
All right. So then my first step in getting more whiskey would be having more grain.
Correct.
makes sense.
So for
Although you don't always, I mean, you can't do this, but I want to highlight that you don't necessarily need to produce everything. You could also just get merchants, which you want to do anyway, and buy grain cheaply from the market. That's another option.
So you could just use your merchants to buy it instead of.
because I could buy 2 grain even at maximum cost for less than it cost me to put out one wheat farm.
Yep.
Of course, in the long run, the wheat farm is kind of cheaper, but when you buy multiple merchants anyway this run, you know, you want to use them. So just an idea.
What
are somewhere there.
Oh, you're fine, Juba.
Jimbo, we have 3 rules on our show. Okay, the first one is I get them right. I gotta give them in the right order. You'd think that
Don't be mean.
Don't be
It's
mean.
the first one.
Don't be mean is the first rule. Don't be a creep is rule number 2. But most importantly, rule number 3 is it is always Josh's fault. Always.
I thought I need to let him win.
No. The rule number 4 is not to let Matt win, who's not here tonight.
No.
So it's
Except
not
you
let
wanted
Josh.
to be Matt in the beginning of the stream.
Yeah, apparently I went so into like Matt's role, I became Matt. That's scary. Matt normally does all our introductions, so I even said his name when I was doing the introductions for us.
So I get 2 more. Okay, well, so if this round is supposed to be about upgrading things and stuff like that, I have 2 miners, so that would be the one that makes sense for me to upgrade.
Yep. And you could even put a 3rd miner out now, and
But where can I put a 3rd miner? On an expensive tile. The
get
4
4
is the
there
cheapest.
is cheapest, or yeah, or
That's the only one
you
I
could
can
build
reach.
out to here if you wanted to put something on there, and then build out to there.
I don't know that I'm going to have enough to do that
Yeah.
and to upgrade. So yes, I could do that. I could definitely do both of those, but I couldn't upgrade the tile. I don't think, unless I had some way to get.
You can always sell more whiskey.
I feel like I want to go down the whiskey path. So I feel like I want to make another wheat farm. So I'm going to spend 18, 19. So I'm going to put in 20 and get 1 back. And I am going to put out another wheat farm there.
Okay. I am going to 7. Put out another woodworker here. Now it's your turn.
I'm going to spend 10, since it benefits me this round, to upgrade my miners.
Okay.
I'm going to flip this over. Four, 6, 8. I have 8 left.
Alright, so got that going on. I need 1 more sheep on the board. So I'm going to spend 10. Put a sheep sleeping over here.
Yes.
You might also want to get the port bonus that gives you 1 free upgrade this round.
If you can get to here. So you need
So if I upgraded,
to get it to 3.
Yes, either this or he builds 1 more.
I need to.
I mean, he builds on the edge, so he only needs
Here
2
and
shipping.
2. I'm gonna move my sheep to there. I paid the extra 2 for that.
so I would have to move that over 2 then. So I'm at just crossing rivers now, but if I moved it to where I had 2 water tiles, that would let me get to there.
So you need to spend 8 to do that.
But I have to do it 1 at a time, right?
Yeah.
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 So I could start by spending 4 to move it over 1, which would make it your turn again.
Okay, my turn. I'm gonna build another farmer. Can I get 3 back? Or another woodworker in the forest. Get all those guys out there.
So then I'm going to spend the other 4 to move this over to 2.
And you definitely, before you run out of money, you want to make sure that you have enough money to buy merchant so you can sell your whiskey. Otherwise, you have again a lot of debt capital error.
But don't I need this to save this to fulfill my contract?
Yes, you do, but I mean, you will produce 4 whiskey when you manage to build 2 more distilleries this round. You will produce produce 4 whiskey anyway.
So you have 4 whiskey next turn to do it. So
When I build
Plus,
2 more distillery. Right.
you have to.
Plus,
You
when you
have
sell
to.
now, you could also buy whiskey next round cheaper because you actually drove down the price of whiskey.
All right. So I have 10 for that. All right. So I'm gonna spend 10 to upgrade my lumberjacks.
Lucy found the wizard. I'm not going near that. Sorry.
All right. So then, the one in my cellar has no bonus yet, though. I need to keep it there to get.
If you want to get the bonus, but you can sell them both now and get 20. Click on Skype. There you go.
It's flashing. I think it's not flashing.
There you go. I fixed it.
All right. Well, so for starters, what I wanted to do was I need to do a shipping thing, and that's going to give me a free upgrade, right? And 3 victory points. Is that what that does?
Yes, but you need to build out to here. You only have 2.
Or get 1 more shipping.
Or get 1 more shipping. You need to.
Oh, so I needed 3 shipping.
Yeah, you need 3 shipping from where you are now, or what he was saying before was build something here,
Okay.
and then you can connect it. So up to you which way you want to do that.
Okay.
So go
So
take care of the gap.
right now I will get 20 gold if I sell both my whiskeys.
Quick, steal all his gold.
So I will sell 2 whiskeys for 20 gold, and that will move that down to 2. So now it's at its price basement there. I can't go any lower than 8. So now, so while
Call it
Josh is
price-
gone, I will continue to strategize here out loud.
Did you call it a price basement?
Yes, I did.
You did just get done with finals.
So that one will cost me 3, so 13. So I can definitely build another distillery there. And I still have 1 merchant left to do something. Don't know what that something is yet.
So you guys are going back and forth in turns.
Correct.
But Aaron, where did you put your distillery? I can't see it actually.
2 right here.
Yeah? And the third one? Didn't
Oh.
you just build another one?
No, I was talking out loud, or I was thinking out loud while Josh was gone. So my turn was to
Okay,
sell
you
the.
just sold your whiskey, I see.
Right. So now I have to wait for Josh to go.
Okay. So if I send a bunch of people to the market at the same time, I get all buy it at the price it's currently at, right?
That part?
If I spend a bunch of merchants to the market at the same time, I can buy it at whatever price is there.
Yeah, I mean, you're paying the current price and only afterwards you adjust the price.
Okay.
Is that your question?
Yeah, that was my question. So I'm gonna buy another merchant for 4. So can I have 6 back, please?
Yes, you can.
Roberto Petlazini's Cats of Caledonia. That was funny.
Yeah, I should have named it Cats of Caledonia.
That's going to be the follow-up game. The expansion.
Yes.
Okay.
Then I will hire the artist who did Exploding Kittens. I mean, can you imagine this not going through the roof?
I think the mashup of the artwork alone would just be wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you went, right?
Yeah, I went.
You
I
bought
bought a
another
merchant.
Okay, so then I am going to build a distillery over here. So that gets me on that tile. So I only need the 2 that I already have. So that's going to cost me 10, 13.
Okay.
So I'm going to get 7 back.
All right. It's my turn. I'm taking my 3 merchants. And I'm gonna go buy some milk. So I bought 3 milk for 12.
I feel like you're going to end up with all the 10 gold tokens next round.
I might. That's your turn.
Okay, so now I want to spend one of my port visits to go over to here. So I'm going to set my guy there. That's going to give me a free upgrade. Is
Yep.
that what that does?
Free upgrade.
So that's automatically going to flip, and it's also going to give me a victory point for visiting there.
I mean, you can choose which upgrade, right?
Oh, you get that at the end of the round.
What's that?
You get the point at the end of the round.
Oh, okay.
You already
No, you
upgraded
just
one of them?
No, this thing gets directly because otherwise you could forget it.
Okay. Alright. So, do you want... you get 2 technically because you upgraded both of your guys.
Oh.
And
But it
I...
should be on 6 now,
Well-
yeah.
Well, no. This point is going to come at the end. I was just taking the point from the
Oh, you're taking point from that. Okay.
right because that has
So you,
3 victory points. So I need to move to
Yeah.
6 is what it is.
Okay.
6.
And then I get the free upgrade. So now both my things are upgraded.
Look at you, fancy.
I'm doing horrible here. Alright, I have 7 gold. What am I going to do?
But, Josh,
Yeah.
Aaron, did you just upgrade one technology?
I paid to upgrade one, and then by going to the shipping thing, I upgraded the other one.
Yeah, I know, but when you took the free upgrade through the shipping, through the port, did you upgrade your technology?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, I have them both flipped now.
Because you might have made a mistake here, because when you take a free upgrade and you choose the technology, you still pay 5. You see the small icon?
Oh,
okay.
5. Okay.
That's fine. I would rather have them upgraded. I think so. Thank you for catching that. No, I will pay the 5 to do that.
Otherwise, it would be kind of too cheap, because all the other upgrades are only 4. So,
Alright, so I got 7 gold. I could buy a merchant. Doesn't do anything for me. Because I'm not selling my milk back, and I can't sell my milk back. Could upgrade my navigation, which doesn't do anything for me.
It would let you. Yeah, I can't even see where it would let you get to that one pasture there. That basically would be it.
But I can't put anything on the board. I can't.
Did you put sheep? You can't put the sheep, or you can't kill the sheep that you just put out, right?
I can, but I don't have
Of
the
course.
barrel to put the contract out.
So could you could buy the whiskey? It's at its low. Oh, you
I don't
only
have-
have 7.
I don't
you
have
enough
the
to buy
merchants.
that.
I don't have that, and I don't have the merchants word. So next round I could have it. So I want to put my sheep out to actually
and
have them
let them produce something, so
produce
that you're not-
something,
right?
and not be completely broke.
Because otherwise, you're not sitting on the wool or the meat that you don't need.
Yeah. So I don't see any other benefits of me doing anything. So I think I'm gonna end it here. I don't.
Unless is there a 1?
There's nothing that's worth 6. Or if I had a 1,
You could put another woodworker out, but I don't see.
But I don't
if
have
there's
anything-
if there's a 1 wood tile. Out.
no, that's on the board edge. Yeah, nothing. So
he already got all the cheap wood.
I got all the
access.
cheap wood. So I get what 16?
So you're gonna pass first, okay?
I'm gonna pass first, and I get 16.
Do you feel better now that you have money?
Oh, I'll get a ton of money in a minute. Once Aaron finishes his turn.
And with my 2 gold, I don't see anything because I have 1 merchant, but I don't have anything to sell, and I can't buy anything for 2. I can't put anything out. I can't upgrade anything for 2. So
I think
I think that's it. So I think I also will pass,
Lucy is very upset.
and I will collect my 13. So then we go into production, correct?
Yes. So first we do our money production. So I'm gonna get
Okay.
24 for my guys.
Do you have a 1?
Yes, I do.
You did not fix that issue.
Oh, I gave the cat food.
And I am going to get 16 plus 6, so that's 22.
Why 6? Okay, yeah, that's true.
So I have 2 miners and I have 1 lumberjack, and they're both upgraded. So it's 16, and then 6.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get 4 milk.
That's true. And then you produce 3 whiskey, right?
Well, he's gonna get 4 wheat, and then you can turn that into up to 4 whiskeys.
I can turn them all into whiskeys.
Yeah, you can turn them all into whiskeys.
I only have
But he has only 3 distilleries.
3.
Oh, I thought each one did 2. Oh, no, he could do 3. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so I can only turn 3 of them into whiskey.
Yeah.
But it makes
Which
sense
you-
for me to turn them all into whiskey anyway, because I get plus 3 gold for each of
Yep.
those.
So you're gonna get 9 gold.
So I'm gonna put 1 in.
And I'm gonna sell all my milk. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
And 1
8.
whiskey is put into your cellar, so it can age.
So how many milks do you have?
I have 7.
It's 56. Is that what that math says?
Yeah, sounds right for me.
2, 3, 4, 5. There are no more 10 gold tokens.
I took all the 10 gold tokens.
Yes, you took all the 10 gold tokens.
So how much money do you have now, Josh?
1,
A lot.
2, 3,
A lot.
4, 5.
No, I just gave him 56 gold.
7, 8, 9, 10, 103.
You're loaded.
I'm loaded this round.
This round.
I'm gonna spend it
I
all.
like it.
So you upgraded one of
I
your
upgraded
things.
one of my things, so I get a point.
So you will get 1 point.
And then you get
Okay.
2 points.
Both. So 1, 2. Now this says, so I get 1 extra gold. Is that what that is?
What?
Each of the little icons?
That's if you push the other 3 icons past that.
Ah, okay.
So every time you import cotton, tobacco, or sugarcane, right, you get one of those. If you get it up to that marker.
Chat would like to know if they can change their vote.
So each one individually.
Yeah, each one individually.
Okay.
All right, and then this gets flipped.
So I took my 2 points there. Yeah. So we get our merchants back. Is that what that is?
Yep, we get
How many
merchant.
points did you get from the scoring tile, Aaron?
He's at 8.
I'm at 8 right now.
Did you get only 2 points with the I think you made a mistake here, because with the upgrade tile you get for everything that is in the bottom of your player board that you have unlocked. So for each merchant you have taken from the player board, you get 1 point.
Oh.
Okay.
See?
So I
For
should.
each
So I should
shipping
get. And each shipping. Okay, so I should get.
and each technology you flipped.
Oh, okay.
So you should get 1 extra
I get
point.
2
right?
more. So
2
one
more
for the shipping and 1 for that.
Okay. So then I have 1 extra merchant, and I have 1, 2, 3. So I should have 4 points
Yeah, 4
altogether.
more points, yes. So I would have bought another merchant or shipping because I had the money for. Oh. 3 point.
Aaron, I think you should get even more. I mean, you have 2 technology tiles flipped, you have 2 shipping upgraded, so that's already 4 points, and you have at least 1 or 2 merchants.
I have 1 merchant. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 5.
Right. So I went from 7. So I started off
You're
at
at 6.
To 11.
He's actually at 12. He has
Shipping
3
again.
shipping upgrades.
Just 3, then it's
Yeah.
fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
And I'm at only 4.
That's a little bit of a difference between 11 and 8.
Yeah, it is.
Just a tad.
Our merchant. You gave the merchants back. Okay.
The merchant's back. And it's my turn.
So I think we've reset everything, right?
Yeah.
So now this is
There's no new contracts because.
because nobody bought any, because nobody fulfilled any.
Yep. So the question is, this is the time for me to buy some whiskey. But if you're going to sell whiskey later, I don't want to give you a higher price on it. Because I'm mean like that.
Desperate?
I guess it
I think
depends
you
on.
pronounced desperate wrong.
Because you're going to get 8.
So now it's all about basic goods in your stock.
And we're going to get basic goods, a bunch of that. And it's not worth me completing my contract yet. Because I'm going to get a bunch of points for all my sheep. When they produce
Oh,
stuff.
for all the yeah.
And then I'm going to have to decide if I want to keep my milk or not. Or sell it all.
Yeah.
So you get 1 point for every
Choice.
basic good. Is what that says.
Yes, I'm going to get 1 point for every. So I'll get a bunch of points for all my goods.
Would that include ones that you purchased?
Yep.
Okay.
Or any you have left over from last turn, so your wheat from last turn. If you hold on to that, you get a point. So, looking at what is this port do?
What is, you want to
Gemma?
describe it?
You
for those-
discard one processed good of your choice, and you take 2 processed goods of your choice.
Okay.
A mix or different ones, or the same ones.
Okay. So toss 1 process to get 2 processed. And this one all the way down here, which is really, really far away, does the same, but with basic goods, and it's 1 for 3.
So we're in round 3. Is that what those tiles to the right of
Yep.
the?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
And they tell you what
Yeah.
the bonus of each round is.
Okay.
So, I'm kind of doing the sheep thing. I kind of got the cows. I'm doing livestock. I'm a livestock farmer, apparently. I feel like I should continue this trend. So I'm going to pay 10 gold, put another sheep on the board.
You have all the monies.
I do.
Why are you not buying all of the things?
I can only do one thing around at a turn. My first turn.
All right. So let's see. That one's 4. That one's 4. It's not really a cheap spot to.
Ooh. Is that worth it?
I just saw the light bulb go on and over top of your head. While the gentlemen are thinking, having their thought break, I did want to mention to everybody again that Clans of Caledonia is now live on Kickstarter. They have already funded. Juma is here live with us. The Kickstarter is going on for another little less than 20 days, Juma? 16 days?
Yeah.
14 days to go.
So I would need
But
another-
you've already funded, you've already reached your stretch goals. I saw you had some cool stretch goals depending on how many Facebook followers you had, how many ups you had in BGG. So I thought that was really neat. You've got 12 really great wooden tokens. You're offering a premium version with the metal tokens made by the same people who made Scythe's metal tokens. So awesome quality.
Yes, indeed.
And this show and all the shows this week are being sponsored by Clans of Caledonia. So make sure you guys head on over to that Kickstarter and back it.
What does this last shipping one do?
It's maybe it'll hit 200k during this playthrough. It's at 198 at the moment.
Very cool.
So, Juma, Aaron's question is, what does the shipping tile do? And it's a little hard to see in the camera here.
I can see it. It's basically manipulate the market one time, and you manipulate it by 3 steps up or down, one price, just before you trade that good.
So you can manipulate the market if you do.
Okay,
So for instance, you could
so I do it right before I put my merchants out, though, is what you're saying.
exactly. So for instance, you could increase the whiskey price by 3 steps, and then sell all your whiskey, for instance.
Okay.
So my strategy before, if not wanting to buy to raise the price, you're just like, no,
Right.
I'll do that.
So.
Or you could just raise the price of milk, so
Well, I'm not getting much of a
Okay,
gain on
right.
milk. It's at 6 now.
yeah, it's not that cheap anymore, so
So then I'm going to pay for this expensive tile because it's going to get me access to 2 different things.
Well,
So I'm
it
gonna,
gives you access to one of these, but yeah, it gives you access to.
Listen, Josh, I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
So,
So you put another miner out.
that's going to cost me 16. So
Okay.
I'm going to put another miner out.
All right. I'm gonna do something. This is one of the other cool moves that we can do. I'm gonna spend 13, and I'm gonna put another lumberjack here. So I pay that 13, but at the same time, since I get the neighboring bonus,
Since we're neighboring now, yeah.
I can buy whiskey at a discount.
Aw, you guys are nice neighbors.
So I can buy whiskey for 5.
3 cheaper.
So for 5 gold now. How
Yeah,
much
up to 4 whiskey. But you need merchants.
I need merchants. I just need one whiskey for my contract, and the other whiskeys aren't going to do anything for me. So I'm just going to buy the one.
For 5, which is like a real bargain.
Yeah, I bought some really cheap whiskey, and I got that going on now.
No, that's going to affect the price, right?
Yeah, and that affects the price going up, right? Juma?
Pardon?
That will still affect the price to go up. Me buying that, the neighbor action?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll give you a little bit of boost, but I stopped you from making me have to pay more for that one whiskey later.
Because you're salty.
Right, right, yes. So you won't have to pay more, but I can still get more.
I gave you an extra 3 gold for that. So it basically evened out.
So I have 2 granaries and 3 distilleries, so I still need another distillery. Or this round, there's a benefit to having...
Or you keep your one in there. But when he trades it in, he doesn't get any money for any of the resources. So it doesn't really matter if it's there or not.
Well, I'm trying to look at this round. So for each unfinished good, I get 1 victory point.
Yes. Shouldn't that be whiskey and miners?
So...
That is the strategy that Aaron is going for.
I'm going to do something interesting here. I don't know what I'm going to...
And Aaron's not paying attention to any of the jokes.
You've been like the joke of the night tonight. I've been paying attention to all that.
Aaron's strategy is whiskey and miners.
Whiskey and miners, yes, correct.
Oh, mine, like underage people,
Yes,
miners.
there you go.
You know, because I'm not a horrible person like you guys.
8. So that would cost me 10, 20. It works out the same, and it may play out in the long run. I'm going to spend 20, and I am going to build another granary.
You could do that.
And I can do that because I can go 2.
All right. I have all those guys out. Just need to produce more basics. All right, let's spend 9.
Aaron got the hang of it.
Yeah, he's got the hang of it.
And he did it all without help, which is amazing. Really.
I'm just throwing pieces at the board and see what works.
All the livestock.
All the livestock is on the board. So what's the icon for the round 4?
It's basically you get 1 victory point for each cow, sheep, etc. Deployed, and 2 points for each grain field.
Okay. So you
So
get
not
points for what's on the
resources,
board.
but things you have deployed on the map.
Okay.
That's why you have this production icon, because it's your production capacity.
That's what that is. Okay.
All right. So then I don't have to spend this right away, but I'm going to take it. So I'm going to do this other shipping thing. Then I have. Now, do I do this action right away? The manipulate and sell? If I go to this.
Yes, exactly. The ports do not consume an action. I mean, you can do them in addition to your main action.
Oh, so by visiting the port, I then I go ahead and sell right away.
Yeah. So I'm assuming the whiskey?
Yes. So the whiskey's going to go up 3.
So you had 12? How much whiskey are you selling?
All of it.
Because that'll let me do things now.
Yes.
As opposed to waiting for it to sell her. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll sell we'll sell all of it because I think I'm going to get more of a bonus now.
So you're going to get...
So I'm going to get 36.
And it goes back down 3.
But that's fine because I've got more money now to do other things.
Yep.
So I think that'll pay off in the long run.
Let's see how that works for you.
Yeah. But you also soon should start exporting because this is important for the score very much. And so far you've both neglected exports totally.
Yep. So I'm gonna kill my sheep. take my whiskey. I export this. So I'm going to get... So this is going to move by 3, the sugar cane.
So it's going to go to 3 or it's going to go to 4?
It's going to go to 3. Or it's going to go to 4. It's going to start on 1. And then the
What's the other one? It's
cotton is going to go up 1.
okay.
And then I get to deploy on a space for free.
The tile doesn't cost anything. You still have to
I still
pay
have to
for
pay.
whatever you're putting out. Yes.
So I will spend 8. I take one of my sheep and put it back. I'm going to put it in this expensive space.
Just because.
Just because I could
You
buy
can
more
buy
whiskey.
whiskey at a discount again.
I could buy whiskey at a discount. What is up there?
For 6.
I don't care for any of the contracts that have whiskey in it. So I also have to buy bread. I'm not going to buy any whiskey.
Isn't that like the whole point of this game?
That's part of the point of the game.
I mean,
To get drunk?
is there a drinking version of Clans of Caledonia?
Well, I mean, you can make. I mean, it depends on you.
So,
I mean, if you have the intellectual capacity to play the game while drinking, go for it.
Inebriated? That always makes things much more interesting when you have analysis paralysis and now let's add some alcohol.
I think that gets rid of the analysis paralysis, though, doesn't it?
you just do stuff.
You just go.
That's where you play, like, if I hit 10 points, I'll be happy in the whole game. Like,
All right, so now there's a bonus to me having resources this round.
basic resources.
Basic.
Basic resources. I kind of want to put out my last granary because that's going to give me a whole lot of stuff. So that's going to call. Where can I put that? Is there a cheap spot? This is both, right? So that would be for 21. I can build there.
You guys still have merchants left.
I do not.
Aaron used all his
I
merchants.
used
to
all
sell
my
his whiskey.
merchants to sell all my whiskey because I sold off
Okay.
3 barrels. I could buy another merchant.
So, what were you thinking of putting?
I'm going to put down my last
Okay,
granary.
last granary. All right, I'm gonna buy the contract for 2 steaks. It's your turn.
Then that's a 1. So I am going to take 4 change. I'm also going to put out my last distillery.
So, he's got all the stuff to make stuff and things. I'm gonna kill 2 of my cows. Kill the 2 cheapest ones.
Murderer.
So that gives you that. So that's going to move this up 1, 2. That's going to move this up by 1. So
I'm
now
gonna
you-
get a gold for moving it past the 5.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get 10 gold for completing this.
So another question in chat was, is this going to be the final artwork? Which I love this artwork.
If I buy another merchant,
Yes, I mean, there might be
One.
very, very minor changes, but
nothing really helped me.
this is like 98% of the final version.
Put. I mean, I could put a sheep out. That would be helpful.
You could let a sheep out?
Put a sheep out.
Oh. I thought you were just gonna open the fence and let it roam.
So for 10, I could put a sheep out here.
I'm gonna put my cow back out.
I've got 4 left. I could upgrade something. I could get another merchant. I could upgrade my navigation. Do either one of those really help me right now?
I don't think you need navigation for anything else, personally.
Right, because I don't think there's any benefit to being able to go more than 2 spaces right now. Like there's this lake in the middle, but those both are expensive over there.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't benefit me to get over there, I don't think.
And you're not going to get over to these ports any reasonable.
And it's only 2 anyway. So even if I built something over that way,
Yeah.
I could reach either one of them without any trouble. So then I would get 3 extra gold by.
Well, if you do
Well,
it here,
this is a good idea. Exactly, yeah.
you
What
can
just
build
was
right
that?
there. That's a 1.
That's a 1.
So,
So long as you don't end up going there first.
That's true.
But it would take you 2 moves. I mean, you have enough to do that right now.
I have enough to do it, but is it my interest to do it?
That's the only cheap. That's a cheap mine, is what that is.
Yeah, it's a cheap mine. Which you have one last guy to
I
upgrade.
have one,
So like
one miner left.
next turn it wouldn't be a bad.
Sure. Let's hope this isn't bad advice, Josh. Let's hope you're not playing both sides of the
I'm
thing
not playing
here.
both sides here. I'm being good. I'm gonna buy another cow.
Let's see.
I'm just putting my cows back where they were. They need to go back in the farms. I need their milk.
Okay, no, I'm gonna pass.
And you get 16 gold. All right. So, if I get a bread costs 9 right now. 2 wool, which I do have, and a cheese. Cheese is 10. I get 10 gold, an upgrade. That's okay.
3 more.
And 3 more
Sugar canes.
sugar canes. That's
Which doesn't move it past the thing, and it would move it into the 9.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't get the extra gold from that, though.
I could kill a cow again. Get a whiskey and a bread.
Give you 3 cotton, which would give you 1 gold.
Yeah, that's not much. I could. I think the best is the 2 bread and a cheese.
2 bread and a cheese? Where you see 2 bread?
The two,
two wool.
Bread and cheese. So I can get that. It's gonna cost me 15 to do it, but I can upgrade of my miners. Sure, let's see. So we're gonna go to buy some bread for 9.
For 9.
Bread. And then I'm gonna buy some cheese for 10. I'm gonna lose 2 victory points for these. So I could save this till next turn. But I can buy it now. So 5 for the
To buy the contract. Okay.
buy the contract. And then I could trade that in next turn. And I still have 19 gold left. So I have 10 here, and I can build my sheep. I have 9 left, which is not going to let me do anything cool.
I like how you didn't say it's not going to let me do anything. It's not going to
Build a
let me do anything
cheesery.
cool.
Or a bakery.
Oh, I could build a... I can't do anything with those. They're like... They'd just be sitting there. I'm gonna upgrade my navigation by 1.
Okay.
And I'll hold on to the 5.
So you're going to pass now?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass now, so I got 13.
3, 10.
Money!
Okay.
Okay. So, we get our money. I'm gonna get 32. My workers.
You're not that rich anymore, huh?
Well, it could all come back if I sell all the milk I'm gonna get, but probably not. Just because I'm gonna get a bunch of points for it all.
I will get 30. So then we go to resources.
Produce. So I'm gonna build 4 milk, 4 wool, no wheat.
I'm going to build 8 grain. And 1 wool.
Wool. Are you turning any of that grain into whiskey?
I get points for it now.
Points for it. If you keep it as it is, you get a point for each one. But you'll get 3 gold for each one you make into a whiskey.
And 10. So right now we're even. I'm going to turn 1 into whiskey, so I can put it in my cellar.
Okay.
So I'm going to take 1, do 1. That'll give me 3. The rest I'm going to keep for points right now.
So I'm going to get 10 points.
So you're going to go to 14.
And what are you getting?
2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So I will go to 23.
Aaron, did you get 9 extra cash for your whiskey produced?
9 extra?
You get
Or even 12? No, you have all 4 distilleries, so you get 12 extra cash for your whiskey produced, right?
well. He only produced 1 because he got the victory
Ah,
points
yeah.
for the wheat.
Okay, well I wouldn't recommend you to do so because the whiskey that you produce is worth a lot more than the 4 points.
Then the points?
Yeah.
So
take
then
out 3 points.
take the other 3 and move back to.
Get 3 whiskey.
So which means I get 3
9
more,
more.
which is 9 more.
I mean, I would produce all distilleries that you have, they should produce because otherwise
It's
you
more
lose
valuable than the
too
points.
much
And now you
resources.
can actually do that this turn.
I can do that right now?
Like once the turn order starts going. So
Okay.
we all got our points. Refresh the contracts.
Oop, that's upside down.
Get some lamb and some bread. And what was the other one that came out? A steak, a wall, and 3 bread?
Yeah, 3 lambs and 2 breads, and then 1 steak, 1 wool, and 3 bread.
Okay.
Josh,
Yeah.
I have a question. How come you have so many points right now?
I had 10 basic resources because I didn't trade my milk in.
You made 10 hops.
What?
You mean 10 hops? Ah, no, you put the scoring tile. You got 10 basic resources. I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, I had 10
You
basic. Yeah. I didn't trade my milk in. I kept my milk
Okay, cool.
because I was really far behind in points, and I think I'm okay this round on money because I set myself up to have the extra 10 on this for completing it.
Oh, right, because when you turn that in, you'll get the.
Yeah, I'll turn that in. So you go first.
Okay.
So now you can trade in your contract if you want.
Okay, this explains something. Someone in the chat said that Aaron moved the red disc instead of the black because I actually also
Oh, he
surprised
did.
that red is
Oh, yeah.
ahead so much
We
right
switched
now.
us around.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Just flip us
Just
over.
flip 'em?
Yeah, yep. That was the confusion.
It was 13, right? That's where it was? Or 12?
It was 12. At 10 points. 10, 11, 12, 13. I should be at 13. Yeah, that should be at 13 points. Okay. Yeah, Aaron switched the pieces on us. That's.
Sorry.
He still has more points than me. I got a bunch of points.
So
but
these are not cotton, Joshua.
what are those?
They're hops, which is just 1 point.
Oh, hops are
But you
just
don't
okay.
move
Sorry.
the hops. It's only added on the score pad in the end of the game.
Oh, just on the end of the, okay.
Okay. I'm confusing myself on all the pictures. Okay, so the hops are worth
Because
the
you see it in your contract anyway. You don't have to
Yeah.
move it.
Okay. So that's 3 points for you.
Okay, so I get to, so now I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna trade in my contract.
Okay.
So it's 4 whiskey and 1 wall.
All right. And you're gonna get 15. You can move the sugar cane up 4, which will give you a gold.
Josh, I was just curious.
What?
Who's that black icon?
Not
way,
you.
Way over
It's
there.
not you. That's all that matters. It's not you. Stuff to do end of scoring. We're only around 4. I'm gonna take my herd of cows and just trample over all his wine, his whiskey. We'll have drunk cows.
Drunk cows. That's how they make the Kobe beef, right? They give them beer and stuff like that.
I think they'd be. I don't. All right.
So what are you doing? I
You
traded
trade
in
that
my-
in, and then what's? Oh, the other one's just that's hops.
Hops,
So
right.
you get points for that later. It's my turn. I'll trade mine in. I'll trade mine in. So I'm gonna get 10. Sugarcane's gonna go up by 3, and I get a free upgrade. Upgrade those.
Okay. So then I'm gonna go for more drunk miners.
More drunk miners.
So I'm gonna spend 11, and I'm gonna
I
put out.
told you I wasn't.
Yeah, well, I want to take care of it now before you have the opportunity to.
I know. That was good. Don't you mean move over him? Yes. Thank you, Jack. That was
Awful.
that was not worth it.
Tekka was very fun.
And Aaron, did you already export your contract?
Yes.
Okay, good.
So, I can do a contract and get. I kill 3 of my lambs.
And you got us another one, Aaron?
He hasn't picked one yet.
I haven't picked another contract out yet.
Okay.
Anything else I pick out is going to have to involve me going to the market, I think.
So yeah, well, it's a lot of bread. I'm gonna buy for 10 the top left one.
So then, let's see. I have.
You're gonna need so smart. Everything needs bread. You should just start making bread.
Everything does need bread. I'm going to put a cow out, though.
How do you make a bread out of cow?
Well, we'll find out.
Okay. My turn. That's a lot of money to do that, but I'm gonna get points for everything I put out this turn. So I can either buy 2 bread now, kill my 3 sheep, which I want to do at the end of the turn, or I can look at. Yeah, let's do that. So this is going to be 19. So can I have 1 back, please?
Okay.
I'm going to build a wheat farm out there.
Okay. You have a contract already, right?
I do have a contract.
Okay. So then I am going to. Can't go there. That's unfortunate. Could go there though.
Oh, lost Juma.
I am going to put out another sheep. I'm going to pop him down right here.
You
I could buy
some milk.
milk at what, a 3 discount?
You said
2
you'd be
discount.
right back in a minute.
So you could buy the milk for 4.
3?
Can we all take a minute to
4.
Oh,
admire?
because it goes down 3 steps.
Can we all take
Oh.
a minute to admire Juma's board game shop? All the games.
I like we talk about him buying his back. That's
I mean,
nice.
you don't know if he's facing this way. It was good stuff. I only say bad things about you behind your back.
You say it in front of me.
That's true.
Milk with 4. What am I going to do with the milk? Make cheese.
Yeah, make cheese. What else do you milk? Oh, I make butter.
I'll get a point for it too, right? All right,
No,
so-
you get a point for everything producing on the board. At the
Oh,
end.
for everything on the board.
Yeah, everything on the board that produces. So no, your workers won't count.
I don't have to buy it right now, right? I can buy it at any point during
No,
this
you
round.
you have to buy it in this turn.
Physically right now.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't want milk.
Right, I'm looking
Don't
for
warm up.
Don't want milk.
All right. My turn.
Your turn.
So this is gonna cost me 11. We're gonna start making some bread.
Made a bakery.
Actually, can I have my one back because I can get out there.
Sure can.
Just built all the stuff and all the things.
All the stuff and all the things. Correct. Okay. So for 3 plus 8, I'm going to make a fromagerie.
I'm just gonna make cheese. Stinky cheese.
Stinky cheese. Yes.
All right, and then I'm going to spend that 11 now to build the other bakery. Yes, the other bakery.
This lets me trade in 1 of anything for 3 of anything else. Is that what that is?
Basics.
Basics.
Mr. Bungler says spray can cheese, and then I immediately thought of the Leaning Tower of Cheesa from
Goofy Movie?
Yeah.
So I'm going to trade in
Jesus.
this 1 wheat for 3 wool. That's going to use this. Shouldn't be.
I think I'll use. I have not used any of the boards.
That's correct. You could use one of them.
I can use one of them. I might use it next turn or something. Because it actually could help me out with what I want to do, but I need to produce more stuff. What else can I produce? Cheese isn't worth it for me. And I can't do that. I have 10. Six.
Where's all the good places? Oh, God.
Yeah, we took all the good places away. So 1, 2, 3. If I take my 3 guys, I go to sell 3 of my wool, because I don't need all this wool. This is way too much wool. I'll get 12 gold for it.
Okay. Go.
Yeah, big questions.
Welcome back.
For everything that's producing. So this round, right? 3, 5, 5, 6. So expensive. 5, 6. Great. Googly moogly.
You guys have quite a lot of the spaces on the board taken up.
Oh, we gotta work.
There's a 4. Can you get a 4?
You looking for the cheap spot there? No, no, it's
Oh,
on the edge.
they're on the
There you
edge,
go.
yeah. I think 4 is the cheapest spot. I don't think I can get to it 3.
Yep, 4 is cheapest for you.
2 over there, but then I can't get to. I don't know how to get over there. There's a 3 over there. I could build there.
Where?
Build where?
That's on the edge. Dang
On
it.
the edge. You can't do that.
Well.
So what's the limiting factor now? You can't afford another spot?
He's trying to be cheap.
I'm trying to be cheap. Yes.
Oh.
I'm trying to be stingy.
It's not that he can't afford it. He's just trying to be cheap.
I prefer economical since this is an
Frugal.
economics game. I'm trying to be economical with my purchase.
No, you can't use logic.
Great googly moogly. I haven't heard that in a while. That's Aaron's catchphrase.
So.
And not even just for this stream. He uses that at home too. He curses like a 90-year-old man.
Like Flanders?
Gee Willikers? Yes. He
those
curses
just
like
produce
Flanders.
money, so that doesn't help me. So I need a thing. What do I want?
You need a thing?
I have a cheesery out. I have a cow to produce milk, so I will get milk. I have enough wool out. So a cow there is going to cost me 14. That's fine. Let's put another cow out. I'll put a cow here. Why do I want to put a cow there instead of that one? I don't. So I'm going to get 2 bags. Why do I want to do that? I don't. See? That's why you don't take your finger off of it.
It's like chess. Once you let go, then
don't
your
have any merchants
turn is
anymore.
done. You know, you had a whole lot of time while Aaron was farting around finding
I had a
frugal to plan out
strategy.
your next move.
And then he changed it up, but I'm paying 20 to put another wheat farm out. Over there.
Well then.
But I was thinking I could have put my worker out there,
Could have.
and I could have bought some milk for really cheap. But I have no merchants to do it. So,
Now a mountain is just for miners, but can I put anything else there?
no, only could put a miner
You
there.
can only put a miner there?
Yes, so you're kind of screwed. You can't steal out space for
I
me.
can't build a bakery on a mountain?
No, you can't build a bakery on a
That would
mountain.
be very quaint, I think.
But then they'd have to follow all the high altitude instructions for baking, and it's just not the same quality.
It'd be fine. It'll be fine.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh.
Well, let's see. I don't get anything by having stuff. What is more expensive? Wheat.
You're also going to get 2 points for each wheat you have, because it's going to produce 2.
Wheat field.
Wheat field. Sorry.
I can't sell my wheat fields.
No, you can't sell your wheat fields.
I can sell my wheat that's sitting here, though.
I didn't know you were trying to sell things.
There's not a market for that? Already developed wheat
for
fields?
for wheat farms? Yeah, no. Unfortunately, not.
I want to sell my farm to you.
Yeah.
Those are worth 3. These are worth 5. Okay, so I am going to sell 3 wheat.
You could buy a merchant and then do it next turn if you want to. If you want to sell 4 of them. That's up to you.
Because I have 4. Thank you. I like that.
You're welcome. Just, making it harder for me to win.
Okay, so now I have another merchant, so I'll put another Wokiri out there.
But the worst part is that usually when we play games in this kind of situation, you tend to come up from behind.
I tend. I have
That wasn't very confident, Josh.
2 gold. I can't do anything with it, so I gotta pass.
Okay.
So I get 16 gold. And I'm done for this round.
Okay,
You went from 120 something gold to 16?
so now I'm going to sell all 4 of these
18.
wheat. Thank you. For 20 gold. That's all my wheat. Now, I get to keep going. This is fun.
Yeah, okay.
Aaron has options and his turn's not over. It's
So
very
it's
exciting.
going to cost me.
So maybe I should start giving Josh some.
I think that might be helpful. I'm curious to see if Josh,
gonna
so
cost
far
me
behind,
12.
could come up from losing
Cheesery.
and take the game.
I have some stuff on my sleeves.
You're very short sleeved, so it must not be a lot of stuff.
Maybe my pant sleeves.
That's weird. I don't want to hear about that.
Another 12. I'm going to build a bakery. Where am I going to build a bakery?
Not on a mountain. You're not building a bakery.
Nope.
Tell him you're not
But I'm
building
going
a
to put it in the
bakery.
middle of Josh's stuff so that he can't do anything there.
Buy some really cheap milk. Oh, wait, you don't have any merchants.
No. But I have my last 10 shekels here.
Oh, you have shekels now?
Yeah. And I'm going to buy a contract.
When you're poor, gold turns to shekels.
Yes,
You
when you
didn't
have none
know.
left.
Okay.
So then Now I will pass.
It's alchemy, Josh.
And
Get
I
with
will
it.
get
He's going to turn shekels.
Into gold and gold back into shekels.
my 13 gold. Okay.
All right.
Took my gold for that.
So we're going to make our money now. I'm going to make 32.
There you go. I'm going to make 32 plus 6 is 38. So I'll take 4 gold ones and I will put 2 back.
All right.
Then we're going to make stuff.
I'm going to make 4 milk.
Is this a new round?
Where's all the milk?
I'll give you milk in a second. I'm going to get 4 wheat. It's the end of the round.
Oh.
I'm going to get 4 wool. And I'm going to I'm going to sell all my milk. So I have 8 milk for 8
is
64.
Joshua.
This is your milkmaid superpower?
Yes! I didn't do it last round because I got victory points for everything.
30, 40, 50, 16.
He might need to add a 25 or 50
4.
coin in here because I keep stealing all the
I
money.
like how you're referring to
Boom,
Juma
Juma.
and he's like he's not
actually
even
here.
here.
Okay. What else you got? Is that everything?
That's all my basic production. I'll do the other part after you do yours. So what do you get for basics?
Can I let you
I
know
get 2 wool,
that your menagerie of items
2
over there
2 milk, rather.
is driving my OCD crazy? You got
And
wheat
8
in the
wheat.
wool pile.
8 wheat?
You got
There's some
Can I
little,
use a token
Yeah, you can
here?
use a token.
So then I need 5. Poltergeist.
The light lost Wi-Fi for a second. That's what that was.
pure house wood.
All right. Now we can trade in our stuff to produce stuff. So I have 2 bakeries, so I'm going to change it into my wheats for 2 breads. I can make a nice cheese sandwich here.
Okay.
Look at that.
Okay, so I'm going to trade in
That should go on the green screen.
these 5 tokens. Actually, I like having the physical things in front of me.
The cheese completely green screens. It's invisible.
Ghost of cheese.
So like 3, 4, and 5. So I get 4 barrels and 1 bread. I'm gonna trade in 2 milk for 2 cheese. I can trade in my thing now, right?
What, your contract?
Yes.
No, once we start.
When we start the new round.
When
Okay.
we start the round, you can trade that. All right, so that's the end of that. We are all going to get a point for everything we have produced on the board. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I got 14 points. Does that include workers too, Juma? Or just...
No, not workers.
Okay.
Everything but workers
4,
scores
8,
1 point, and fields
12.
score 2 points each.
Okay.
So you go from 13 to 27.
Yep. What do you get?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 8
8,
is
yes.
15.
Yeah, 15.
So I'm going to go to 35.
And then there's a little 30 icon right there.
Okay.
We just put that in front of you or something.
Oh, okay. Sure. We'll do that.
So you have 30 points already. He lapped the board. All right. We get our workers back, our merchants back.
Okay.
Flip over that shield. And we're going to replenish the 2 missing contracts. This is the last round. Ooh, there's a cheese one there.
There's a cheese on there.
I don't need cheese. Alright. And I'm going to go first since I was the first one to pass. And we're going to get 2 victory points for every worker we have at the end of this round.
Okay.
So, first up, I'm going to slaughter some sheep.
That's incredibly inhumane of you.
I'm going to eat them.
That's
Does that make it any better?
meh.
Where are my sheep? Oh, here.
I think it's kind of neat
You get
that
to slaughter
depending on the animal that
as many
you
as you want.
slaughter, you get a different kind of meat.
And then eat your bread.
Oh, that's the medic, I guess.
And then this is done.
Okay.
And the
So tobacco
tobacco goes up now.
goes up to 4. Goes up. Here goes to 5, right? Because it starts at 1.
Yep. And I get a gold. And then I'll get 5 points later at the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's the end of my turn. I don't need any more sheep meat for anything. Cows are kind of useless for me now.
5. This is rubbish.
You have a 4 here.
I can't put a lumberjack there though.
4 and 4.
I can't put a lumberjack there, Joshua.
Oh, I didn't know you want to put lumberjacks down.
Well, I get points for workers, so why wouldn't I want to put a lumberjack down? Come on now.
Do you have something on a wood spot that you could kill? You put a lumberjack
You have something on the wood spot that I could kill.
there. You can't kill. You can't kill my pieces.
What?
Who's that?
I could get a mutton.
I feel like that should be a mechanic that you could sneak onto the other person's farm and slaughter their animals in the middle of the
And
night.
steal
if
their
we're
meat?
gonna- yeah.
Like a raider.
Yes. Yes.
That's his expansion.
Go big or go. It is. It's going to be the raider mechanic, and it's going to be a cat for Cats of Caledonia. You think
Clans of Caledonia, arrival of the raiders.
So how do I keep track of my sheep? I just keep him over off to the side. Is that what it is? He's in my
Or
inventory.
what do you? Well, you need to kill him to make a contract. You can't just kill him.
I can't just kill him.
Nope, you can't just kill him. You have to do it for a contract, and there's no contract out for sheep.
Well, then why did you ask me if I could kill him? Listen,
It was a full baked idea. It was like this would work if you wanted
some
to.
bogus information here.
I was giving you options. I didn't say they were good
They were
options.
not good options.
Yeah, well, I see this. Okay, well then let's switch gears here. I have everything I need to do that. Is there something else that's going to be easy for me to? I could probably make that happen. Okay. So, how do I do that?
Probably could make what happen.
Magic.
If I tell Josh, then he's gonna know.
Do you see how far back his little token is?
Not that far back.
I think it is.
1, 2, 3, 8 points.
Okay.
I have 4, 5. He's got.
This whole round's just gonna be me killing all my cows.
Fine. I'm going to trade this in.
BB Cannon
So,
says,
2
are they
wool,
getting the
1
neighbor
cheese.
bonus for placing adjacent to the opponent? I haven't noticed it.
We've done it I've done it once,
I chose not to.
and he has, and every other time we chose not to, or I didn't have any available merchants to do it.
Why would you choose not to?
Because I didn't need.
The resources.
I needed the gold more than I needed cheap milk.
Okay.
So it was a.
So I don't mind building by his cows because I get cheap milk. Oh, thank you for the awesome. No, that doesn't do anything for me, Elijah. I mean, it does. Because I can sell the milk at the end, and every 10 gold you have is a point.
So having all that extra milk might be.
That was quite
But
the emotional roller
that
coaster.
would be. If I bought all 3, actually I could. I would buy them for 4 apiece, so I'd double my money. But for spending 12, I would get 2 points. Oh, that's not worth it. I don't think that's worth it.
Alright, Gemma, do you have any helpful advice for Mr. 8 Points Joshua over here?
I have more than. I'm 8 points behind. I don't have 8 points.
I mean, you say that.
I mean,
I'm gonna buy a top rate
obviously,
contract.
I mean,
Top rate?
the most crucial thing for the points is to export. How many export contracts did you fulfill, Josh?
I have 4.
Well, that's decent, so maybe you can fulfill 1 or 2 more.
That's what I'm trying to do. I think I could do 2, maybe even 3, possibly. That's what I'm working on.
There's a lot of bread going on there.
Yeah, it's a lot of bread. Sorry about that. It's your turn, Aaron. So it's gonna be a wall.
Okay. I also am going to buy a contract. Going to buy this contract
Oh,
here.
you bought the other contract I wanted.
Aww.
Yeah.
50 cash now, right?
15,
Yeah,
yes.
15. Expensive contracts. All right. So that's what I got to plan for then. So my turn. I'm going to trade in this cheese for 2 breads.
You're doing it by-
Bread. Yeah, I want 2 breads.
by visiting the port up there.
Yeah, visiting the port up there. So I actually visited a port this game. I used its ability. That's just that part of the turn.
What's
and,
the port ability? Can you expand on that?
I take 1 of my processed goods and trade in for 2 processed goods of my choice. And then I'm going to take a merchant, go to town, and I'm going to buy a barrel of whiskey because it's pretty cheap.
And you're not doing so good in this game and you're trying to drown your sorrows?
There's your 1 chip.
Thank you. So it gives Aaron some extra money. It gives him an extra 3 gold he could possibly make.
Okay.
But he's going to use whiskey for his current contract.
Wow. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kill this cow, and I'm going to take this bread and this whiskey
Complete contract.
and complete this contract, which is going to move this up 3.
So you have 3 contracts completed and Joshua currently has 4 contracts completed?
Yep.
Correct.
And now I'm going to complete my contract.
5 contracts completed.
Well then.
Well, bread and a whiskey. And I'm going to up the sugarcane by 2. Then now it is your turn.
Cheese and bread. Cheese. Steak, wool, and bread. Get another steak. Put something. Oh, that's good. We'll buy this contract.
Damn you. This contract I was going for. Okay. So what contract can I reasonably do? I have 2 breads. So I could go for... They're both worth 1 point each. It's either a bread and cheese I need, or 2 more breads. I will buy the... Do you have any cotton? You do have cotton.
Cotton?
Cotton. I am gonna buy the top left one.
What's the top left contract?
It's 3 bread, a cheese for 4 cotton, 5 gold, and hops.
All right. So it's apple. I can kill a cow. That's not a problem. I need bread. I have no bread right now. How much is bread?
Bread is 10.
Bread's a lot.
Bread's expensive.
4 merchants. I could sell whiskey and I could buy bread. That'd be 2 separate turns though.
Yep.
But definitely want to do that contract. So,
Are you thinking about doing another contract after this one? Or is this going to be your last contract, do you think?
I don't know. I don't think that I'm going to have the capability to do another one.
Okay.
So I'm going
Just
to.
seeing if that's going to help determine what you want to do.
So I want to go up here because I want to buy them. So I'm going to buy 2
2
bread.
bread. Damn you.
That's going to cost me 20, right?
Did he take what you wanted?
He's going to make me spend an extra 2 gold. No, I need 1 bread, so that's an extra gold.
You may want to use the hex tokens for the settlement scoring to check who's ahead at the moment.
Okay. And a settlement is every little section that's divided by river, right? That you can't connect?
Yeah.
So that's Aaron has 1,
I mean, when it's
2,
divided by water.
3, 4, 5, 6, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 to 6. So Aaron is winning that right now, and that's going to be 12 points at the end.
No, actually, you have, Josh, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 7.
I have 7?
Mm-hmm.
And how many does Aaron have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. Okay.
So you basically check everything that is separated by water as another settlement.
So is this one settlement or 2 settlements for him, these 4 pieces?
Maybe just use one finger, otherwise it's a
Sorry.
bit difficult for me.
He has these 3 here and then this one over here.
Yeah.
Is that one
Those are
settlement?
settlements. These are 2 settlements. And the cow above the 3 is another settlement because there is a river in between.
Okay.
The black cow.
Oh.
So that's 1. This is 2.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Exactly.
Oh, that's a
Because they're
river.
separated by the river.
1, 2. This
Okay.
is 3.
Yeah, the one.
And then this one bakery is 4.
That's 4 because it's separated.
So 5,
5, 6.
7, 8.
Okay. So if they're skipped at all. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I connect my settlements, that actually gonna do more harm than good.
You want them to be connected via shipping, but you don't want them to be neighboring by
Okay.
land.
Okay. So if I put something here, this would give me 1 less settlement.
Right, because then
Exactly.
you connect.
Okay. Alright. So I got some
So all your
strategy.
settlements must be connected via ship in the end.
Okay. That's cool to know. Wish I could kill some more cows. Alright.
My answer says, don't have a cow, man. Have split in 2.
Huh. No.
So 15. Put that money to the side because I need that. 15. I'm going to put a worker here. On there, and that gives me another settlement. So we're tied for settlements now.
Okay. Two red. I need 3 red. Oh, that was less than stellar. I need gold, so I'm going to sell 2 barrels of whiskey
You get 20.
to get 20.
Alright, I'm going to take a merchant, go buy some cheese for 11.
I can't turn this in after I produce, can I?
Nope.
Well, then that's beepity bitty boop bop.
That's that wasn't a sentence.
It was me not thinking.
What were you thinking?
I should have bought 1 more bread, and that would let me sell 1 less whiskey. Is what I should have done.
You do get victory points for the resources you do have at the end. So your basics are 1, your higher ends are 2 points.
Processed.
Process, thank you.
Processed.
And then 10 gold for every.
Josh, what's the name of the crab from Little Mermaid?
No. It's
All
no.
right. Well, that's okay. So what's the we get points for that. So that's 6. That's 11. Is there a better spot for me to build it?
What are you looking for?
Nothing.
That doesn't sound. It doesn't sound like you're looking for nothing.
That's on the edge. Dang it.
I'll actually help you. What are you trying to do?
Oh, I could put it there, but that's not a thing.
You build on a forest? Is that what you're looking for? A forest that benefits you the best?
Josh, I didn't see what iDragon said in chat. Could you read that for me?
Oh. He says, I know that because my dog is named that. And I feel like this good joke, I can't pronounce it correctly, and they like to make fun of me for that because they're mean. They are mean people.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Yeah, nothing's going to give you another settlement.
No, that's what I was going for.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping to
Yeah,
be able to.
I was trying to help you, but... Yep, nothing's gonna... Not for forest.
Might be able to do something for something else, but yeah, not for forest.
So if you're not exporting anymore, you may want to max on the workers because they give you 2 points each.
Right. So I'm going to put one here. That's 11.
Alright, my turn. Best. Go there for something. Doesn't do much for me. So I will pay 11 for my loaf of bread.
Okay.
Because you still need one more bread to play your contract if you want.
I don't have another work. I'd have to buy another worker, and then I wouldn't have enough
To buy the bread?
to buy the bread. Yeah, I didn't think that through. I thought I was going to make one, and I didn't count into having to
If you could get over there somehow, you could.
be able to trade in.
No, I'm not even gonna try. Just gonna have Anne laugh at me.
I will promise if you attempt to say the name, I will not laugh.
I will tell you a story later
No, okay.
about my cousin saying, if you do something, I promise I will not laugh. And then she was on the floor in tears crying and laughter.
Okay, but I'm promising you
Dang it.
now.
You can't even say it straight to my face.
Give me a sec.
How do I get one more gold? I can't get one more gold. That's rubbish.
You buy a merchant to sell something, and then you buy another merchant to sell more things. And you go on this endless loop of selling merchants.
Okay.
Joshua,
if
you attempt
if I
to
bought a
say
merchant, that would cost me 4.
the name of the crab from the Little Mermaid,
That,
you will
that
not
would
laugh.
put me here. I have 7. I want to get. So what do I have? That I
And if
can
we
make
sell
5
cheese
of.
for 11, do you need your cheese?
No, I don't need it for a thing.
So you can sell it for 11.
Which would net me 7. The bread that I found out is dumb now. Bread is worth 12. That would net me 8. Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna buy a merchant
Okay.
for 4, so that's where I'm at now.
Okay.
So now I have a merchant.
You have a merchant now.
And before Josh takes his turn,
Sebastian. See? Can't even.
I try.
I know you tried, but you're not very good at it.
It was only a little. It was an exhale. I just
am
had
paying
something.
11 to get another miner.
Okay.
Embry, that was not a bad attempt at all.
I am
There were
going
far
to
too many shushes. In
Josh
some-
is
sell bread.
Josh is making this not fun anymore. I'm sorry.
12. So this is going to
Wait,
go down.
you can't sell bread and buy bread at the same.
Joshua!
I thought you were doing the cheese. I'm sorry.
Fine, I get one less gold. Ugh. Give me my bread back. Okay.
And can you buy a merchant and a bread? Or are you still short?
Oh, to buy another bread?
Yes.
That wasn't my strategy. That might be something.
That's what I thought you were trying to do to complete that.
Oh.
Because then I think you have enough gold for that. You're welcome. So I think I helped you out in the long run there.
Emberita says that they get teased about how they say coffee. I don't really think there's any worse way to say the word coffee, like with a New York accent. Dog, walk, coffee.
What about coffee?
Coffee. Sebastian. That's how dictionary.com says you're supposed to pronounce it from New York. See? So that's how you say it. Alright. That counts. That's a good way. Mando says think of sea, S-E-A, bass, like the fish.
Sea bass.
Chins.
Chins.
Sebastian.
Sebastians.
Sebastian. By the end of the stream, guys,
Oh, that helps me out.
what are you thinking?
I'm gonna build my last worker, which is gonna cost me 15. Put here. I forgot my contract gives me 5 more gold, and I was short 1 gold for everything I wanted to do.
Okay, so then I'm going to buy another person.
Okay, my turn.
Yes.
I'm gonna trade in my contract. So 3 breads and a cheese. I'm gonna get 5 gold. And conning goes up to 4. So I'm gonna get a gold from that. That's at 8, right?
Yes.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. My worker is going to buy me another loaf of bread.
And Brita mentioned that that's probably a good sign of a game either being short 1 gold or 1 turn away from doing everything that you want to do.
I have to kill this cow. I have 1 yarn and 3 bread now. So I can do this contract. I could build 1 for minus the cost of the tile. I can't build anything for 2.
Yep, nothing for 2. So nothing for that, but you up the, what is that?
The tobacco.
Tobacco for? What's that,
Goes to
9?
9,
Alright.
which doesn't help.
I have 21 gold. The best thing I can do is increase the size of my settlement. Which is to build right there.
Right where?
Right here. Because that'll give me +1 to my settlements.
Yes, it will.
Which is going to cost me 13.
Oh. Yeah.
And I'll put a sheep there because he'll produce a point for me at the end of his wall.
Okay, so then I am going to give up. Pass, rather.
You're gonna pass, so that's the end of this is your
So now
the
it's
end
just
of
Logan
Josh.
Lashley.
What?
The end of Logan Lashley.
It's the end of Logan Lashley.
No, there is no end to Logan Lashley.
I have 6 gold left. I don't get anything for upgrading my merchants. And these are worth more points than I could sell them for.
Any last minute hints, tips, things they should keep in mind, Juma, while they're about to pass on their turns?
I mean, no. I mean, if they run out of money, there's little they can do at the moment. I mean, if they still have money, they should try to build workers, I guess.
I built all my workers. I did that. I managed to do that. So I think I am done because I don't.
What do you have?
I have 6 gold. So all I can do is upgrade my navigation or buy a merchant, and neither of those do anything good for me.
Okay.
You can pass.
I'll pass.
So then here is 13.
Oh, I like how I'm 19. 19 gold.
19 gold.
So I get 1 point, not 2.
Juma Emberita is describing this game as like an area control with resource management. Would you describe it that way? How would you describe Clans in Caledonia?
Yeah, I would say this is fairly accurate.
I get 56 gold for my
I tend to
workers.
describe it as a mixture of, or a combination of an engine building game and a market-based economic game.
Yeah, because and that's maybe not
44?
something that was really talked about so much towards the ends of the round, but you definitely have a market for your goods to the right of the board there, and you have price fluctuations based on actions made in the game.
Let's see.
Yeah.
We should resolve this.
Yes.
So you have all.
So I'm going to get 8
So
now.
now
So you get
8,
16.
16
I'm not
points.
hearing it anymore.
So 27 plus
Okay.
16.
Everything's good.
They're
37,
muttering to
43.
themselves.
43? Okay, so I
So
got,
you're gonna get the 30 now.
Gentlemen,
yes.
would you like to
And go-
share this with the?
So
So
13.
calculating workers' points, I had all 8 of my workers out, so I'm going to get 16 points. So I
You
just
just
jumped
moved.
up to 43.
Three? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 workers out.
So you're gonna
So
get 12 points.
I'm gonna go from 5 to 17.
So you're still ahead of me. Still ahead of me. Still letting everyone know.
We both did gold from our workers. We
Both
need
equal.
to do production.
Production. So I'm going to get 2 wool, 4 milk, and it's actually worth it to keep the milk. For me, I'm going to get 4 wheat. And it really doesn't matter if I turn the wheat into bread because... No, it does, because I get 2 points instead of...
So I get 2 wool, so I'm gonna use this little token here.
Okay.
I will get. I have no milk. So I
What
can't
are
make
the-
any cheese.
What are the victory points called in the game? Is there like a special name for it in this game, Juma?
No victory points, but the stuff you have, moved on the export board is glory. The end of the scoring tiles give you glory. And the shape that you can see, it's inspired by clan crests. By clan crests.
1, 2, 3.
Can you show me where the glory is on the scoring board?
It's this, but
Okay.
it's over... This track here is the glory track that we've been using.
Can you show Twitch in the Twitch cam? It's which icon?
It's the second.
Ah.
Screen screening. Because
No, it's not.
the center was...
Yeah.
A little bit.
See, it's...
Oh, it's purple now.
Okay, I got wheat. And that's it.
Okay. So,
Then we're gonna go to production.
production, I already produced my two breads.
Okay, so I'm going to produce. I'm gonna get rid of this.
What are
I
you
do-
producing?
4 whiskey and 1 bread.
There you go, and you're gonna get...
I'm gonna get
12 gold.
12 gold. For the whiskey.
Alright. So we did that. We did this. So now we just have to total up the rest of our points.
Okay.
So I have the most contracts, so I'm gonna get 8 points for that.
So 13 is 21.
So that's that. Who has the most areas on the board? Or did we tie for that? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
8.
Where's 8?
Sheep is mixing.
Oh, 8, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to get 12 points for that.
And I'm gonna get 0.
Yes.
That's not good.
That's not good. That was
So-
0 is not good.
Is there another 30?
There's a 60 on the other side.
Okay,
So you
super.
flip it over.
So you're gonna go from to 2,
Okay.
or no 3.
3. All right. And then you're gonna get, how many hops did you get?
10, 16. So it's 33.
I have 12 hops.
So you're now going to go to 15.
And then,
We've got to figure out who has the most of things. Is that accurate?
well, let's figure out, these are all, your basics are worth 1.
Okay.
I have 16 basic.
16 basics.
Wow. That's a lot.
So now it doesn't go this far
It doesn't go that far?
unless you have a 90.
But I mean, you're not using the score pad?
No, we weren't using the square pad
Okay.
because we're being cheats.
Gentlemen, I've got 2 questions about how you're tallying your scores. Roberto's asking, how are the red 2 northeast connected to the rest? I can't see. Red 2.
They aren't.
They aren't. So you get those 12 points. So minus me 12.
Ooh,
Well spotted.
well spotted. And as Turan said, it's backing up the same thing. It isn't a connected settlement. We're questioning it as well.
That is correct. Wait, it is. I have it connected here.
No, they made
These two.
the other ones.
Oh,
These
the other two. Oh,
ones,
those
yeah.
two. Oh. Yep, those are not.
Yeah, you kind of, I think you probably slaughtered something and that's where you lost the connection.
And didn't reconnect it.
Okay. So I would have had to build something here.
Yeah,
That would
then it would have been connected.
But then I only could have built one thing, so if I built that here, I would have had the gold for it, but I would have been down 1, and then we would have been tied.
we would have tied. Okay.
So, but you win that now, so flip that around.
I did.
Yeah, because I lost 2.
No, I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, okay,
I
you
moved
did
it
that.
on the board.
How many? So what's our points on there? I'm at
You're at 63.
okay, and you are at
75.
75. How many basics do you have?
I have 3, 6, 9.
9 basics. How many produced?
5.
5. So that's gonna be 10 points. How much gold?
Roberto mentioned that he's at his best at 4:30 a.m. Juma, what time is it there for you now?
4:30.
So you guys are in the same
It's 10 per,
same
right?
time zone. That's
So I have 70 gold, so it'd be 7 points for gold.
God bless you. I hope you don't have work. I want to say tomorrow. Oh.
So now we need cotton. Is that what
Cotton. So I have 4 cotton.
In a few
I have
hours, I'm
3
gonna
cotton.
bring my daughter to the kindergarten.
So you get 5, I get 4. We need tobacco.
Well, I mean, at least you'll be up
I say
and
4.
ready for
I
her.
have 6.
Yes.
And sugar cane.
5,
I have 6.
8. 5 and 4. Okay.
Josh's wife just put our kids, Aaron and I's kids, to bed. Our 2 boys. Luckily,
Yeah.
that isn't. They didn't duct tape her. They didn't shove her in a closet. So I consider that a success.
20, 30, 105 plus 8 is 113. 113 points for Aaron. 20, 30, 42, 45. 105 points for me. Aaron wins by 8 points.
Aaron won by 8 points. I'm going to be picking the winner now for the Revelo contest.
I think we got all the points, right?
I think so.
Yep.
Right? Because we did, this is the colonies things. This is.
Yeah, we did everything.
Mantis was the largest
Sorry.
winner.
No,
Bet 25 and won
I
212.
might have screwed that up.
What?
I did screw that up.
You still lost.
No, I don't think I did.
No.
Because this would have been 5, 4, and 3. Yeah, I would have got all 3 of these. The top, whoever was the least, and I had all those. So that would have been that, and you would have lost 12 points. Yeah, I would have won.
Which one are you looking at?
The
How many points?
the con and everything.
Yeah.
It's whoever has where it is on the track. So if it's the most con, it's going to be worth 3 points. Whoever has the most of it. So what was that?
No.
How does that work?
Okay, but let me explain, because
Okay.
I'm not sure if you understand me correctly. Cotton at the moment is worth, each cotton in your export contracts is worth 5 points. Because it was imported the least. If you look at the track,
Okay,
it
so
is
that's
the rarest
per.
import good.
Okay, so let's fix that. I still might have got that wrong. So I had 4 con worth
Worth 5.
5, so that's 20 points.
And I have 15.
So you have 15. And then next up, the least was the tobacco.
The what?
Tobacco.
Okay, so that's going to be 4 points then, right?
Oh yeah, and I have 6, so it's going to be 24 for me.
24.
And I'll have 16.
16. And then the
Sugarcane.
I have 8, I have 3, so 16, 24 for that.
And that is 6 times 3 is 18.
18 for you. Okay. I need to take a calculator because I'm not doing this math in my head anymore. I tried. Too many numbers. Matt could do it. Alright, so 75 plus 9 plus 10 plus 7 plus 15 plus 16 plus 18. It's 150 points for Aaron.
That's a lot.
It's a nice round number. Juma, what do you usually see as far as end points for this game? Where do people usually fall in the range?
I'd say beginners between 100 and 130.
Okay. Oh.
And I got 158.
So I usually score around 155.
Okay.
So it's a bit
So
too high, to be honest, but
I think I did everything right.
yeah, but maybe something else went wrong earlier, but anyway.
Yeah. So
It's a bit hard for me to really see everything, so
yeah.
Right.
But I think we did a good job. So I got 158 and Aaron got 150.
Josh fudged 8.
So 8 points ahead.
8 points ahead.
So you're Josh, you won by 8 points, right?
Yes, I won by 8 points.
Oh, that's really close.
And that was all the end for my contracts and everything, and I misunderstood the points for the cotton and everything for that. So it was a close game. All right. So thank you, Juma, for joining us. We're going to do a soft sign off, say goodbye to Juma, and then we're going to do our review section right afterwards.
Okay.
So thank you, Juma, for joining us. We had a lot of fun with this.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
It sucks that you have to go to work now and it's like 5 in the morning, but
Take his daughter to kindergarten first and then
go
go
to
to
work.
work.
Yes. But thank you for joining us. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for Clans of Caledonia. Go check it out on Kickstarter.
Definitely. Want to remind everybody once again that this stream, as well as all the streams this week, have been graciously sponsored by Clans of Caledonia. I did put the Kickstarter link up in chat. Make sure you go check out this awesome game. The game has already more than funded. Right now, Juma's at 198,000 euros of his 29,000 euro goal. For those of us stateside, that translates to 215 US dollars of the $31,000 goal. So the game is absolutely beautiful. They have all of the upgraded wooden tokens unlocked. Looks like all the stretch goals are unlocked. There is a premium version for the metal tokens and the slide case. And the Kickstarter page is really cool. I really liked the gifts of like the boards and stuff. So the Kickstarter page looks beautiful. Make sure you go and check it out, guys. And thank you, Juma, for being up at 4:30 in the morning. We appreciate your time so much and being so kind to yell at these two to make sure that they're playing the game correctly and being available to our audience to answer any questions. If any of our audience is watching this video on YouTube after the fact, Juma, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you for questions regarding the game?
I mean, ideally pick the game and ask questions on the Kickstarter page on the comment
That's a
section.
good answer. That is a good answer. And you guys also have a Facebook page up for Clans of Caledonia?
Of course.
Of course.
Wait a second.
And that's all through, and this is all through being published through Karma Games. So you guys have, and you have like a designer diary up on the Karma Games website.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Also,
Very cool.
I just posted the Facebook group in the chat.
Perfect.
Awesome. So I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Just hold on a second. We'll be right back. And have a good night. Thanks for joining.
Good night.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to your review.
Yeah, thank you, Juma. Have a good night. You finished recording?